So recap from last session. We've listened to the audio, but some of the highlights. The gang was jumped in an alley, and Enna was able to handedly take care of that situation by transforming into a constrictor snake.
So fun.
Crushing one of the assailants' legs in the process.
Yeah.
They basically were trying to roll you and Flinta.
Nice
hearing
try.
through the grapevine that there's a group of travelers that have entered the town of Valakai with a bit of coin.
Cha-ching!
Yeah. So, and then you spent some time trying to kind of figure out what happened to Smitty. You returned to the inn and spoke with Danica. In the morning, when you woke up the next morning, you discovered Smitty in the stocks. And Smitty, you had had a terrible night in the stocks, very restless, unable to sleep. And when you did sleep, as I mentioned, you had terrible nightmares. Sort of discovering the reason for your captivity as you stealing the knife from Thimdall. Enna and Flinta went to Thimdall's armaments and sort of made nice, paid him off, and then inquired about the silvering of their weapons, and got a heck of a deal on some weapon silvering because Dave forgot to read the actual price in the Dungeon Master's Guide. But so you've sort of won over Thimdall a little bit, although who knows what he's going to think when he sees you next time, Smitty. But after that, the group minus Smitty decided to pay a visit to Fiona, Lady Wachter.
Yeah.
And with the idea that you wanted to...
We wanted to see if she had silverware.
Oh, right. The quest for silver continues. She wasn't unable to help you, and she seemed a little bit pushy, nervous, and a little agitated that you hadn't yet made a decision on whether or not you were going to follow through with her request, which was to take Isaac Strahd out of the picture before the Festival of the Rising Sun, which is a day and a half away at this point. You sort of skirted the question a bit and you still haven't really committed to her plan. Seems like there's a bit of skepticism between Flinta and Enna for sure, based on the conversations that you had. But you did make a decision to head to the orphanage towards the end of the session.
Yep.
And I think the reason for that was to... Do we remember why we're heading to the orphanage, I guess? I kind of forget
there
that
was
piece.
the kid that saw...
Oh, yes,
with
the bones. So the bones quest. Sorry, that's like the main thing here.
Milavage, that's it.
So you and I had sort of made nice with Father Lucian Petrovich at the church, St. Andral's Church, to be specific. He had informed you that the once consecrated grounds of St. Andral's Church were no longer protected from the devil and the undead because the bones of St. Andral, the holy relic that supplied that consecration and that holy status, had been stolen. You shook down Yeska, a young 12-year-old altar boy.
I was nice to him. I was very nice to him. I was very kind.
Whatever it was, it worked. You were able to get some information that he had let slip to Milavage, who's oftentimes employed as a gravedigger for the church, that the bones of St. Andral were actually buried in a crypt underneath the altar. I guess you have made the decision to help Father Lucian and help the people of the Morning Lord by potentially recovering the bones and returning them to the church. And so that's where, when we ended the session last time, you were headed towards the orphanage.
Yeah, and wasn't there a kid messing with us or something?
There was a group of children that were begging from you.
What it was.
But you didn't go in for any of that business.
No.
Flinta sort of chased them off.
They were full of nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one that was left, and I was questioning him about being at that orphanage.
I do recall that a little bit. So I guess for the sake of narrative here, Smitty has been released from the stocks. And as I mentioned, Smitty, you are suffering right now from one level of exhaustion. and your hit point maximum has been reduced by 7 for an unknown reason. But you feel really rough. You spent the night with terrible dreams and just, I mean, it's pretty hard to sleep in the stocks when your head and your arms are through this wooden board and you're standing there.
Did they give me back any of my items at all?
They have not.
All right.
They came back to the stocks shortly after Flinta and Enna passed by on their way to Lady Fiona's and just unlocked the stocks and basically said, "Look, cause no more trouble in this town, and we won't have to deal with you anymore. Move along now." And they just kind of shoot you away. And they did the same thing with the other people. They gathered up the plaster donkey heads off of everybody, and they released everybody. By maybe having a quick conversation with one of the other prisoners, you sort of get the feeling that they were letting people go because of the festival that's about to happen in a day and a half. They're getting ready for the festival in the town square.
All right.
So we'll say that you've been able to catch up as they are leaving Lady Fiona's house. You're able to catch up and, "Hey guys!"
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, he's free.
Yeah, I was just hanging out in the stocks.
Yeah, how'd that go?
You know, it's like a little achy. Yeah, I don't know what I was there for though.
Yeah, well, we do.
It's like, oh man.
Yeah, we paid Thindle, and you've got some money that you owe us. So.
Well, now he knows for sure that
He knew already. He knew already, and he said that he doesn't want to see the whites of your eyes in his shop.
I had a little backstory ready to go. I bought it from a guy in the alley.
Look, I'm just saying. He knew that you had taken it. He's the one that reported you. That's why you ended up in the stocks. And we paid him off. As long as you stay away from his shop, you're good to go. So if you need something silvered, we got a good deal if we can find some silver. And we'll just take your whatever you want in.
Got it.
All right. So.
Speaking of silver, I need to get my gear back.
Yeah. Good luck.
What about you guys? Have you guys heard anything else? There's not much going on in the town square.
Well, I'm trying to remember what we talked to you about at the end when you're in the stocks. I know we didn't have a lot of time. Let's see, what all since you got thrown in the stocks. Did you hear about Flinta's wild acrobatics?
No, I didn't.
Well, he met another half elf who's a musician, and he plays in the bed and breakfast, as Danica calls it, and had something to drink, and the guy plays music and he travels around. He's the only person we've heard of that knows of Waterdeep. He doesn't know how to get out of here either. And Flinta did quite an acrobatic show, and people were really enthralled with that. And he asked a little bit about maybe getting on the crew to help set up for the festival so he could hear things. But now Flinta's not sure if Flinta wants to do that. So that's Flinta's decision to make.
Yeah, I don't know what I want to do.
But I did see him, the musician, take a package from Danica and leave. I don't know where it was going or what was in it, but it's got my curiosity up. What else? I got a book about this Rick Von Richter dude from the bookstore. He's got a couple of them, and he's making some copies. I only bought the one, but I promised to bring this one back because he's making copies of the other ones. I grabbed the one on vampires, just barely started reading it. What else? I feel like I'm forgetting a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, the church. So the church is a place of refuge, and or has been, but apparently the bones of St. Andral used to be buried underneath, and they went missing a few days ago. And Father is concerned that now the protections are gone, so we're trying to see if we can find those bones. And there's some kid at the orphanage who might know, or young man who might know something, and that's where we were headed. Oh, Fiona. She's really putting the heat on us to promised to take out this
Isaac
guy.
I
And
got some information on him too.
all right, well, I'll take that in a second. I just want to say she was like, really, we went there looking for silverware today, and she was just putting the heat on us about that, about saying, time's a ticking and I need you to make a decision, and we refuse to make a decision on that. So, I don't know. I've just heard the stories about that guy's arm. I wonder if he's dragonborn or something, and I don't know. That's really all that I've got that I can think of at the moment. Probably forgetting some things, but in a nutshell,
Yeah.
what'd you hear?
So, what I've seen is he's smart. He knows how to set a trap, go through. So I thought I had a leg on him. I was following him, and he knew exactly where I was and what I was gonna do. So to take this guy out is gonna be a lot of planning and careful going. And the question is too, do we still want to take him out, or should we double play this and get on the Burgermaster's
Burgermaster,
side?
yeah.
So right now they have all of my things, and for me to get to that, I'm gonna need some leverage. So I'm thinking about double playing this. Then we could see how it goes and pick a side for what's going on. Because all we have is hearsay about the Burgermaster, but obviously people, they fear him. But I mean, what good leader is not to be feared?
Well, I don't know. It seems like people fear Isaac, but kind of think the Burgermaster is a bit of a buffoon. I don't know. At least that's what I'm gathering. But
they're here. I mean, look at this place versus, not Bavarian.
Barovia.
Barovia.
Yeah.
It's like this place is definitely well off, and the information that we got from, I keep forgetting her name. From
Lady Fiona is that she has a reputation with Strahd sometimes. So I'm wondering that she has. I don't recall that piece. She's got 2 sons that are drunkards. Oh, her daughter. Something with the daughter. Yeah.
We heard rumors too that she was on Strahd's good side, or wasn't opposed of Strahd so much.
I don't know. This whole place, even though it's a lot better off than Barovia, it still isn't very well off. They are also running low on wine, and have asked if we would go get it. We've been asked to do about 1,000,005 things, and there's no silver to be had. There's no wine. I mean, it's. I think there's a lot of facade going on here. I mean, it's definitely better than Barovia, but it's not all that great.
It's not.
I don't know.
That's for sure.
It seems like, keep the people just as happy as you need to keep them, but no more, no less. I don't know. That's what it seems like to me. But we got robbed too.
Yeah.
Well, no, they tried to rob us. We got mugged in the alley, but that didn't go well for them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did just fine without you. So.
Yeah,
I broke a guy's leg. It was fun. And I tend to not be like into the violence, but I have to admit that did feel good to do that. He had it coming.
Well, I feel like the more important route is to try to find these bones versus playing King of Thrones with 2 political people. So
I
either
agree.
One's gonna benefit us.
Yeah, I think that, hey.
Knock knock. Sorry, I'm late.
Yeah, I think continuing on this business with the bones is the way to go. And then we can kind of take it from there and see because if we can provide a place of sanctuary, that's going to help us all in the end.
I do feel like this Brigmaster does have quite a bit of pull, especially with the town's yard. And I do feel like this town is well off where it is, and the Brigmaster's opposing side to against Strahd is abundantly clear. Just look at the wolves that are on the side. So I feel like he would be a better ally, and to have someone on our good side. So I feel like we should play Arita, right?
Fiona?
Fiona. I feel like we should set up an ambush against her versus anything else.
Well, why don't we get the bones, see what else we find, and then decide.
Well, I have no gear, so this information could grant my gear back. If
Yeah.
we did choose to go this way.
You're out of the stocks, though?
Yeah.
Good.
So,
Well, let's go get the bones.
What bones?
Or see if we can find out anything about the bones. In the orphanage, that's where we were headed
Okay.
last.
I still need to get my gear.
Who's got your gear?
Town's guard.
Police.
Yep. Feel like the only thing that's gonna get it back, I could ask him for it, but if not, I'm willing to train him information. And the way I see it, these guys are less of evil than she is. People here, they're not super happy, but they're content. They're not going crazy. No one's going missing all the time.
How much time we got before the big town meeting thing?
Day and a half.
Day and a half?
I'm empty-handed.
I've got a
without
dagger you can use for the time being.
I got a broadsword you can use.
And, happy to loan it to you, but I really want to take care of this bone thing before we go after the big guns. Because if we have a place of protection to go to, if we're able to find these bones, I think we're going to be better off.
Do I have any of my armor too? Or
Yeah, you have your armor.
armor?
Yeah,
Alright.
they didn't take that.
I mean, yeah, we can.
Here's the dagger.
And I've got
Pulled this off of one of those thugs, or so-called alleged thugs, from the alley. I know you're handy with the
Longsword.
dagger.
I'll loan you my longsword.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use the long sword. And I don't need that.
You don't need that? Okay.
Nope.
I do have another dagger. Want that?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
All right, does that make you feel a little bit better about doing the bone thing first? Feeling a little bit better about that?
Yep, we still need to ask about it though.
Oh, absolutely, no question. But
I got a side note. Criminal for being an assassin have like thieves chant.
These can't?
Yeah, thieves chant, and I think there's. Oh, maybe it's background, and I put. Never mind for fishermen.
Thieves' cant is like a
Yeah, it's
symbolic language that thieves use to communicate like drop sites and.
Would if I put like a symbol in the alleyway or something like that and try to find people, would I be able to do that here?
You could certainly try.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put a symbol and basically saying to show up to what's the inn that we're staying at? The breeze.
the blue water inn.
Blue water
Blue water
inn.
inn.
Then that.
Danica.
Danica.
She's the bartender, one of the owners.
All right. So I'll put like a note, basically, looking for hire type of thing or information. So like I'll try to do a code,
Like
a
I've got a job for you type of thing.
a job
Okay.
type of posting,
Okay.
and I'll just start marking it on alleyways and stuff like that, and basically where to meet.
What are you marking it with?
Just carving it in whatever wood I can with.
Not with my dagger. Come on, dude. Ouch.
Which dagger do you use to carve it with? Enna's or
Fine.
Flinta got upset, so you must be using
Yeah.
Flinta's.
Are you doing this like just as you're walking down the street in the middle of the day. And I mean, it's like midday almost.
Yeah, I'll just like kind of go like I'm stretching if like people are walking through. I'll kind of try to be as sneaky as I can on salon, just quickly marking.
All right,
for me,
do
too.
I guess that maybe be like sleight of hand check.
All right. And exhaustion is a disadvantage or just a...
Yeah, exhaustion is disadvantage.
All right.
And it sucks.
Yeah.
7,
I'm feeling a little bit of that right now.
You do?
I am.
Oh yeah.
13.
Well, personally.
Oh, not Flinta.
13.
Yeah, you are able to carve
All right.
into the
Oh, with my dagger.
with Flinta's dagger. You get some carvings up,
All right.
and you feel like you're pretty stealthy.
All right.
Pretending you're peeing,
Yep.
those kinds of things. All right. Well, let's head to the orphanage, man. That's where we were on our way there.
Smitty, what's your passive perception?
Mine is 13.
Okay, so as you're sort of like you're doing one of these like fake yawns, like the kind in high school where you used to put your arm around your girlfriend or whatever.
Yep.
You're kind of like reaching out. And you're doing like a little bit of this, and you're keeping an eye out as you're doing it, obviously. And you look over, and there's a couple kids on the side of the street, across the street, and they kind of look at you.
All right.
But you can't tell if they
Notice
know what you're doing or not. But you're like,
Do they look like?
Well-
Do they look like they're homeless, or do they look like they're like well off?
they don't look well off, but they don't look like they don't look
Street
like
urchins?
Yeah, they don't look like urchins.
All right.
Yeah, they
That's
just
all
look
I was
like
getting at.
Yep.
And what are you doing? You're trying to find work as a rogue?
He's advertising work.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
Advertising work.
Yeah.
All right.
What better off of? He's like
Now,
thieves are everyone's allies.
okay, so now, are you telling us what you're doing?
No, I'm just
Famous
just
last
doing it.
words.
So what are you doing over there?
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, do you know?
Yeah, and roll a perception check.
Ah, I'm gonna stop rolling that one. 11.
You didn't see it.
How about me? What the hell are you doing with my dagger over
Well,
there?
you guys are
I can
actively
do
looking at
stonework.
me. or
You had
what?
We just had to pay somebody off
I
for
got 17.
you, dude.
Roll again because you have advantage because it's your dagger
Okay.
and you're concerned about it.
And that's a 3.
Okay,
So I got
so
17 plus 2 is 19.
Yeah, you see it.
Yeah. Smitty, keep it clean over there.
Yeah, all right.
I don't want you to end up in the stocks again.
It's like it's all right. I'm just asking for help.
Yeah. Alright, well, keep it casual. Kids are watching.
Alright.
Yeah, don't drag us into your crap. We're
Over
already.
to the orphanage. I'm keeping an eye on him and in my dagger.
Okay, so you head to the orphanage, and as you approach, you have a pretty good idea where it is. You maybe asked a few people so you could find it, but
We've been
as
there
you
before,
approach,
haven't we?
you haven't been there yet.
Oh, we were to the church.
We were on our way there when he caught up with us.
But what was I looking around the perimeter trying to get down in the basement?
That was the Church of St. Andral.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
And
This is the.
that's where the bones were missing from.
Yep,
We're
and
going
this
to where
is St. Andrew's Orphanage.
Okay.
Yep.
Blue water.
Blue water.
So, so you approach the orphanage, and it's a large, stately manor, quite large, and it looks as if it's in relatively decent shape, especially compared to a lot of the other buildings around. And as you approach the courtyard, there's a large door at the front of the building as you approach, and it's unbarred, it's unlocked. You're able to walk in, and as you enter the building, a woman walks out of a room off to the right and welcomes you. Welcome to St. Andrew's Orphanage.
Hello.
My name is Headmistress Claudia Velasco.
Velasco?
Can I ask you what your business is here?
Yes, the father sent us over. We're looking to talk to
Father Lucian.
Yeah, there's a young man who worked for him.
Yes.
What it started with an M. What was
Matthew.
No.
Michael.
A friend of Yeska's.
Yeska.
He used to do grave digging and things around the church.
Ah, Milovaj.
Milovaj,
Yes,
that's it. He may have some information we're looking for, and the father said that we could find him here.
Well, Father Lucian was correct. Milovaj lives here and helps out with many of the tasks of upkeep on the orphanage. He's a great help to us, but I am sorry to inform you that Milovaj is taken ill. He is retired to his quarters. He's very ill, gravely ill.
I know you don't know us, but I'm hoping that you can trust us, being that we were sent here by Father Lucian. May I ask what his what is his illness? What is ailing him?
Well,
I'm a bit of a healer myself.
a healer.
Well,
Please, come. Thank you, yes.
She leads you to the back of this large living area. The living area has an old couch, mismatched stuffed chairs, different chests and bins with toys. It looks like a rec room for young kids. As you pass through, there's 3 young girls that are crowded around a dollhouse in the south of the room. An older boy paces the room with a toddler on each hip as he tries to soothe them as they cry a bit. Another boy and a girl are playing a game of tag and kind of chasing each other around, jumping from the furniture. And an older girl sits on the couch reading aloud to 4 more gathered toddlers. It's just chaos and noise in this room as you pass through. There's children everywhere. It looks very nerve-wracking.
Yeah,
as
I'm
you walk
uncomfortable
through.
the whole time. I'm like, I'm gonna bust some skulls in here.
Come this way, please, quickly.
And she leads you to the back of this room, and she opens this door. In the bedroom, it looks like it's a bedroom. The bedroom is sparsely furnished. The floors are covered with dirt, and an old shovel lies on the ground at the foot of the bed. There's a young sick man, who you presume to be Milovaj, tossing and turning, and it's hard to tell if he's sleeping or if he's awake. He's covered in sweat from a fever, and he has blood mixed with bile on his lips. They're like really chapped, and he looks terrible. His pallor is yellow, and it's kind of tinged with like a deathly pale.
Please, can you do something for him?
She closes the door behind you as you all enter the bedroom.
wow, I'm not sure, but I can do my best. Can I have a word with him?
You can certainly try.
Milovaj? Can you hear me? Milovaj? I'm going to take out my holy water and put a few drops on his lips.
Okay.
Good
And
plan.
you can see they soak right into the dry, chapped lips. The water does.
Does it do anything to the wound?
No, nothing
improve
happens
it?
to the wound.
All right. I'm gonna drip a little bit down his throat. I'm not gonna give him all of it, but I'm dripping a little bit down his throat.
Okay, and he kind of like almost unconsciously drinks it, but nothing changes.
Okay. Milovaj, can you hear me?
He's just tossing and turning and not receptive to your calling out.
All right. I'm wondering about Druid craft. Give me a second.
Okay.
Yes, it happened just days ago. Poor Milovaj fell in the rec room, and we brought him into his bed, and he's been this way ever since. I fear the worst. It's very
What's
strange.
up with the shovel? It's kind of misplaced.
Milovaj is a bit of a handyman. As Father Lucian might have mentioned, he oftentimes works at the church as a bit of a grave digger. He does odd jobs around town to help to support some of the children here. He's a good boy, Milovaj.
Where's he
Very
been
good
working
boy.
recently?
Well, he's been working around here, helping to fix things up.
Been digging any holes with that shovel?
I can't say for sure.
All right.
You can take a look at the shovel if you're interested in looking at
Yeah,
it
I'm curious
closer.
about the
Sure.
shovel.
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
Ooh, I got 14 plus a 0, 14.
Okay, so you look at it, and there is dirt on the blade of the shovel. It looks, and it's well worn. You can tell he's used it a lot. The handle of the shovel is kind of like worn where your hands are, sort of worn away from friction. As you look at the blade of the shovel, it's not fresh dirt. It looks old and it's kind of clumped and it breaks off. It's dry.
Okay.
Is Yeska around?
Yeska, no, Yeska hasn't lived at the orphanage for a couple of years now. He lives with Father Lucian at the church.
I know. I just thought maybe since they were friends that maybe he might, I don't know, come visit, hang around, that kind of thing.
No, he doesn't spend much time here. Is there anything you can do for the boy?
I don't know if there is.
Do you know what's wrong with him?
I don't know what's wrong with him, and that's what I'm trying to figure out.
You could roll a medicine check or
Yeah.
Arcana if you want to.
Yeah, that's what
Whatever one you prefer.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Kind of look at him and see if you can diagnose something.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm gonna do an Arcana.
Okay.
No, wait. I'm gonna do a medicine.
Give him some of that moonshine.
Not a bad idea. I'm letting her do her things. I'm thinking about going intimidation like crazy on
I can't tell what number this is. Honestly, I can't. Oh, it's a 3. 7.
Yeah, you really can't tell what's wrong with him. You haven't really seen anything like this before.
Could I check? I got a proficiency with poisoner kit. Could I try to just do like see if he's been poisoned or something?
You can roll a medicine check.
All right. Got a 6.
A 6?
Yeah, I got disadvantage still because like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 6.
No, you can't tell. It looks bad though. You're like, that doesn't look good.
Is this the boy that we're looking for?
Yeah, it is. It is.
I don't think he's gonna be telling us.
Well, I've got a healer's kit. I just it's gonna take me a second to figure out what's in it. See if there's anything in there that I can use.
Healer's
It
kit?
seems like we've fallen on a bit of hard times
I'm sorry,
here
Healer's
at the
kit is just
orphanage.
for-
Indeed.
Yes.
It's
The
like
illness of
stabilizing
young
someone.
Milovage.
Okay.
So you just roll a medicine
Following
check with
this
Okay.
terrible
Give
death of our
advantage on-
youngest.
All
It's
right.
been a terrible week.
Can I also do a medicine check?
No,
And
because you already used your...
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you trying to use your healing kit?
Yeah, that.
You haven't
was
found
fine.
any bones around here, have you?
Bones, no.
Has Milovage shown up with any strange packages or has handled anything? That's what we're trying to find out.
Maybe you got sick from bones, bad stuff, or whatever. I don't know.
It's hard to say. There's been a lot of strange things happening around here at the orphanage in the last week.
Like what?
I feel as though...
She kind of looks around to make sure the door is closed.
I feel as though evil is lurking in the halls of the orphanage around us.
It's not good.
We had a death last week. Young Cedric fell out of the window upstairs. It was
We know about
terrifying. Many of the children saw him laying there. It hit Milovage particularly hard. He helps to care for the children with myself and the rest of the staff.
Is there any place that he frequents that he may go to I don't know, be alone?
I
Does he
don't
have a hideout
know.
or a fort?
I don't think so. I mean, he's very busy. Whenever I see him, he's working, helping.
It just seems that this is a pretty chaotic place, and somebody who's older like him might need some quiet time, and that he may have a place that he likes to go for that quiet time.
He spends his free time playing with the children. They look up to him. They see him as an older brother of sorts. He's got a very strong relationship with the children, and that's why Cedric's death hit him particularly hard.
Does he have any other good friends that are here?
All of the children.
I could go out and start asking them, see if they know what happened to him. I don't know what else you guys have planned.
Yeah, I think that's our best bet, because
I could lean on him a little bit.
lean on Milovage.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna help. He's pretty out of it.
Alright, just an offer.
Good old,
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
good cop,
Smitty.
bad cop.
Mm-hmm.
Good cop, bad cop on the
the dying boy.
the coma kid.
Yeah, let's. I think we need to ask around. What was the boy's name again?
Milovaj.
Milovaj.
Mm-hmm.
How many children do you have here at the orphanages? How many resort?
14. Well, 13 now. Please, if there's anything you can do for Milovaj, we need him. He's a good boy.
Where was he working last? Any idea?
Well, he works here primarily and helps out at the...
What was his last job? Where was he right before he got sick?
Oh, he's fixing some of the shingles, I suppose. We've had him helping out with painting, fixing floorboards. Things get broken, as you can imagine, with so many kids running around.
Where's the last piece of floorboard that he's repaired?
That's a great question. I don't know.
All right. Well, maybe we can talk to the other children, see what we can find out, because the more we can find out about where he was before he got sick, the easier it's going to be for us to help him.
Oh, praise to the morning Lord. Please help him.
What was the other boy that passed not too long ago?
Cedric.
Cedric?
Yes. Very sad.
And when was that? Last week.
That was last week.
Was the feeling that you had around here before or after Cedric fell? When did that start? This feeling of unease?
It's been lurking for quite some time.
Okay.
A couple of weeks.
All right.
I kind of take you to the side and say, hey, do you think you should try to just do some of your healing magic on him and see if it works?
Well, I can do a cure wounds, but it doesn't appear that he has a wound.
It might be something, or just bring him back to where he's well enough to speak to us.
Yeah. I could certainly give it a try.
If anything, it might buy him some more time.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll give it a try. All right, I'm going to lay my hands on him and just see what happens here.
Okay.
But I'm really gonna be performing a cure wounds.
Okay.
I just don't want her to get freaked out.
Okay. So you're gonna use cure wounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. All right. Do I use it? Do I do a 20 first and then or do I just go right to the 1d8?
Yep. You just go right to the 1d8 and then mark off a spell slot.
All right. 7.
Okay. You don't notice any sort of change.
All right. I'm not seeing anything here. He's not got a wound. It's something else. Flinta, didn't you have something in your bag? One of those vials?
I got laughter. I got moonshine. I've got holy water.
I tried holy water.
I've got a crowbar. And a bar of soap. Here, drink some of this. Moonshine.
Finally try one.
You're gonna pour some moonshine in. Okay, so you put. What are you doing? Mrs. Velasco says.
I'm giving him some water. He'll be fine.
He kind of similar to the water that Enna poured. You can tell he drinks a little bit of it and then he starts coughing.
Wake up, kid. We got some questions for you.
No change.
I wonder if a little bit of that laughter. I mean, if he's infused with evil, I wonder if the laughter is going to be a better choice than the moonshine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're pretty good. Oh, sorry.
You think? Should I give him some laughter?
I don't think it's gonna help him.
I don't think it's gonna
he's
help him.
poison or something.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we can find out from the other kids.
All right. I'll keep my mouth shut.
So, you walk back into the rec room, and there's kids playing all around. As I mentioned, there's some older, some younger. Some look like they're taking definitely like a babysitter-esque role, older sibling role. Others are young and rambunctious. And some are toddlers.
We're in the rec room right now?
Mm-hmm. The main living area, yes.
I'm just gonna kind of shout out, not like yell at the top of my lungs, but just, does anyone know anything what happened with
Milok.
Cedric. No,
Milok or Cedric?
Milosh.
Or, yeah, Milosh. Milovaj?
Milovash.
Milovaj or Cedric? Or have any information at all?
As you yell that or shout that out into the room, project that out into the room, a lot of the kids kind of stop doing what they're doing and they kind of look at you and they're not sure what to say or do. They look sort of like shocked. A couple of younger girls that were playing with the dollhouse, one of them starts to cry a little bit, and she gets up. The other girl gets up with her, and they run out of the back door.
All right, I'm gonna chase them.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
So you go out after them, and they're sitting over by. There's a couple of tables. There's like a picnic bench, and one of the girls is sobbing, and the other girl is like kind of rubbing her back, and they're sitting outside.
I'll approach them like slowly, and I'll say, "Please, we're here. We're trying to help them, and if you know anything at all, if you could, even if it sounds silly, or that you feel like no one will believe you, if you let us know, we're trying to help them, but we need to know what happened to them."
The girl that's crying, one girl's crying, the other girl's like, "There's nothing you can do. Cedric's already dead." And when she says Cedric, the other girl starts sobbing even harder.
I was like, "Yeah, but Milovash he's still alive, and we could still help him." It's like, "I can't bring Cedric back. I wish I could. I'm sorry, but if you guys know anything, we're trying to keep Milovash from following Cedric's fate."
Cedric wasn't sick. Cedric fell.
Do you know if he fell on his own?
I don't know. Roll a perception check.
Alright. 9.
Okay. You just see that the one that's crying she's really sad. The other one looks scared. And you can tell that she looks like she's got they have these high-necked dresses on, but you can kind of see how there's some bruising around her neck, and you can see some scabs on her hands. She's kind of rubbing her hand on the girl's back, and you can see that there's some scabs on it. She says, "I don't know what happened to Cedric, but things aren't good here."
Is someone hurting you?
I can't say.
Do you need someone to protect you?
How can you?
I could only protect you if you let me know what is going on. It's like we have, me and my friends, we have plenty of money and good friends that could take you in and give you a better place. But we need to know if something's going on to you. Is it the place that's here, or is there people coming or something that's hurting you? It's like, in order to protect you, we need to know what we need to protect you against.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
All right.
So it'd just be a
Normal
straight
roll.
yeah.
Freaking dice. Perception?
Persuasion.
12.
The other girl's still crying. She's pretty much just doing her own thing, but the girl that's rubbing her back is talking to you, and she's like, "There's something evil in the orphanage. Some of the kids say it's haunted. A lot of the kids have been having terrible nightmares." And then she kind of rolls down the neck of her dress, and she says, "A lot of us have bruises and scabs and sores, and it's either a sickness or some have said they've seen something lurk in the halls. It might be haunted."
Are you guys, when you're attacked or when stuff happened to you, is it in certain places, or is it
It's in our sleep.
in your sleep? What do you dream about when this happens?
Monsters. Ghosts.
Do they take you to any place, or do they just come into your room?
I don't remember all the details of my dreams, but I wake up and I have these sores. Some of the kids are scared that something's gonna happen to them, like happened to Cedric.
Do you all sleep together, or do you all have separate rooms?
Good question. Our dormitories are on the second floor.
Does anyone sleep on any other floors?
Mrs. Belasco and Milovaj sleep on this floor.
What is your name?
My name is Victoria.
Victoria, I'll see if I could stay here for the night and make sure that nothing happens to you. I was like, me and your friends, or me and my friends, we want to help and we want to figure out what's going on, and we'll stay here and protect you as long as it's alright with Mrs.
Belasco.
Belasco.
We're just scared that something is going to happen to us like it happened to Cedric. I don't think his death was an accident.
When he fell, was it at night, or was it
During the day.
During the day. Do you know if anyone else has seen anything, or has everyone's been having these dreams?
A lot of the kids, I don't know about everybody.
Did Milvaj, did he say anything at all before he became ill?
No.
What about Cedric?
I don't know about Cedric. All I know is that he's dead now.
Any idea where Milavash was working?
He works here.
Any idea what he was working on last?
I don't know.
Alright.
Does
Saw a
he,
shovel in his room. Any idea what's up with that?
Sometimes he digs graves over at the church.
does he ever dig here at all? Does he ever dig here at all?
Not that I know
Is there any places that Milvaj hangs out or goes anywhere besides the church?
of. I don't think so.
Yeah, where's his hiding spot?
He spends a lot of time here
Yeah.
with the children. He loves the children.
Have you heard anything about the Saint's Bones at all?
Saint's Bones?
St. Andral.
Saint Andral?
No.
What do you guys think?
Well, I think we may have exhausted the information. I'm trying to remember. We asked the head mistress Belasco if she knew what he was working on most recently. She's mentioned the floorboards, and that got me to thinking that maybe he stuck them underneath the floor somewhere.
I'm wondering if he took the bones and that's why.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
We should chat somewhere away from the girl.
Well, I figure we're whispering this.
Okay.
I'll look at her, Victoria. Do you know how long has this been going on for? Has this been recent?
A couple of weeks now. Ever since Felix arrived.
Felix.
Who's Felix?
He's a mean boy.
Does he stay here?
Yes.
What does he do? You said he's mean. What can you be more specific?
He sneers at the girls. Pushes the boys around. I don't want to say anything else mean about anybody. But I don't like Felix.
Where is Felix at now? Is he still here?
Somewhere around here.
What does he look like?
He's a little red-headed boy.
Could I do I guess kind of look back. Was there any redheads in the room before we like read it?
Are you going back inside?
Trying
You can
to
go back
do like
inside
that.
and take a peek if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't see any redheaded children.
Could I do a quick count? How many? So 2 outside.
Sure. Counting the 2 girls that are outside, there's 9.
9.
Yeah.
Maybe we should ask the headmistress about this Felix kid.
Yep.
Yeah. I can't think of anything else for this girl, but I'm just a little bit concerned about how much she knows about what we're asking her.
Yeah, I think she knows more than what she's saying. She's clearly scared.
Yeah.
Good cop, bad cop.
Hey, kid. Good luck to you, and keep your mouth shut. Don't tell anybody that we were asking questions, please. We don't want to have to circle back.
She doesn't say anything.
But I wish you a whole bunch of luck, and please give us a call if, or please let us know if you got anything else. I kind of want to run a little intimidation of, but I don't quite know what to do.
I'm not gonna be there. I'm gonna step away. I guess. Well, I guess I am. I'm looking in the room right now. Huh?
Yeah.
Victoria, I know you're scared. And if this is your sister, your friend, they're very scared too. We are trying to help you.
Yeah, we're on your side.
And you don't know us, and that's scary, I know, for the little kid, but we're friends with the father, and he sent us over here to see what was happening and what was going on. And if there's anything that you think of after we leave, send somebody over to the Blue Water Inn, and we will try to we'll come.
Okay, thank you.
But keep us out of trouble.
I'm gonna, while I'm in the room with everyone doing a head count, I'm gonna just say, who here likes Felix? And I'm just kind of look around.
They just look at you.
Do any of you know where he's at?
Nobody says anything.
Is the
Please, how can I help you?
Some of your orphans are worried, and they're saying that there's things that are attacking them in the sleep. Have you heard anything about that?
Quiet now, quiet. Come. Away from the children, please. Follow me.
So, the 3 of you follow her into her office space, which is back by the entrance to the building that you came through. As you walk through the door, you can see that there's a plaque next to the door that says Headmistress Claudia Blasco. It's a modest office space. There's a desk set in front of an angled fireplace. Bookshelves lining the north wall appear to be mostly official documents and volumes. She sits down and motions to you. There's a couch there. She motions for you to sit down.
Please. I try not to talk about these things in front of the children. It's already hard enough on them as it is.
Do you know, have you heard anything about this, or has anything unusual happened to you? It's like a lot of, some of your orphans here are, honest God, worried, and we're seeing some bruises and marks.
Yes, it's terrible.
What are you doing about this situation?
Milavage was watching carefully over the children, but we couldn't figure out what was happening. We haven't been able to figure it out.
Have you sent word to anyone to try to help? I was like, there's kids here that are being hurt. So I was like, could I look her over? Does she have any bruises or anything?
Mm-mm.
Like, some could assume that it could be people mistreating them that they're staying with.
something is going wrong here, certainly.
Headmistress, you said things started happening, these odd things, or the evil started happening. Does that coincide with when the kids started showing up with bruises and having restless nights?
Yes.
Did
that's
this
what I'm
coincide
speaking of.
with the arrival of this child, Felix?
Felix? I fear it has.
Where is he? Where is he right now?
I don't know where he is.
Do you know when he normally returns? Does he return every night?
Yes, he's always here for the head count at the end of the night.
How many redheads do you have here?
Just the one.
The children of the corn?
How old is Felix?
He's 8 years old. Sad story. Came to us after his parents died.
Were his parents from here? Did you know him before you came to the orphanage?
I did not. You see, nobody cares about these children. These are the throwaways of a society here in Valakai. There's no one to come and help us, as you try to insinuate. No one cares for these children except for myself and Milavage, and some of the parishioners from the church provide some of the funding to help us feed and clothe the children.
I've got a question. There are a couple of very wealthy people in this town. There's the burgomaster,
Yes.
Strahd, Lady Fiona. Do they make any contributions to the orphanage?
None.
What is your take on these people? What is your opinion on the burgomaster and Lady Fiona?
Anyone who would let children suffer like this have no place in my circle. I care not for them. I just pray to the Morning Lord that the children will be safe. Cedric, when he died, that was 1 week ago. That's when I knew something was horribly wrong. I fear it was not an accident.
She reaches up in the top drawer of her desk and pulls out this locket. It's a rusted tin locket, and there's an X scratched into the lid of the locket, and it hangs on an old tin chain. And she says,
I found this on Cedric. No one else saw it, but I grabbed it right when I found his body laying in front of the second-story window from which he presumably jumped or was pushed.
Could I do an investigation check on it?
"Sure."
Try to look at it a little bit closer.
She hands the locket to you.
15?
15?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so it's a really rusted, kind of cheap tin locket. There's an X scratched on. It looks scratched. It doesn't look like it's engraved. That's on the outside of the locket.
Can I open the locket?
Mm-hmm. So you open the locket and you look inside and you can see that there's an engraving and there's like an inscription inside the locket.
Am I able to make out what is it written in Common or is it?
What languages can you read?
I could read Common and Elvish.
And I can read Dwarvish and Druidic.
Okay. Flinta, do you want to look at it?
Yeah, what the hell languages do I have?
And Common.
Common, and I've got something else. I've got
Probably.
some stone things that,
Yeah, you probably don't have. You can't read this. It's in a language that you don't understand.
Could I copy it down? Could I ask?
Make a rubbing?
Ask her for ink and quill.
Sure. Yeah, she has that right there.
Alright. I will try my best to take my time and copy this
Okay.
symbols down.
Do a dexterity check.
Normal check or disadvantage?
You have
Still?
exhaustion still.
Yep.
Yep.
Nine.
Yeah, you do a pretty good job.
All right.
Yeah, you get a copy of it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's not. It doesn't look exactly like it because it's engraved kind of in a nice, sort of font. But it's close.
And that's all that's inside. There's nothing else, just the engraving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She says, "I don't know where this came from. It's the first time I've seen this locket."
Have you seen anything else that looks like this language? Can you read it?
I don't know what it says.
Have you seen any of these symbols written anywhere else?
I haven't, but I haven't searched for any. Do you think I should?
I think try not to scare the children, but look around just in case that maybe we could narrow down what is going on.
It's such a large building, I wouldn't even know where to begin, but I'll do my best. Perhaps you would help me do this?
Yeah, I could.
Milovaj would usually help me with everything, but he can't do much of anything right now.
Where's Cedric buried?
Cedric is buried in the church graveyard.
It went in earlier this week, like yesterday or the day before, huh?
Earlier this week.
Does this orphanage have a basement at all?
No, we don't have a basement.
Do you know the floorboards that Milovaj, you don't know which ones he worked on, but do you know
I'm
which...
trying to remember. Hold 1 second. She goes into a ledger. Milovaj keeps records of what he does around here, so let me take a peek.
While she's looking in there, I'm going to whisper to you guys, I'm sick of waiting around here. I think I'm going to go up and dig up Cedric. Get the bones in there.
She says, yes, here. It looks like he was doing some work on the upstairs hallway on the second floor. He was fixing some molding around some of the doors by the dormitories.
I'll go investigate that and look see if there's any marks or anything unusual.
I want to come with you. That's where the weirdness is happening, is on the second floor. I think another set of eyes might not be a bad idea.
Do you want to look around and see if there's symbols or anything?
Yeah, I'll like I said, another set of eyes and possibly another set of hands in case something goes down up there.
Yep.
There's something weird happening up on the second floor.
She says, I'll keep the children down here and make sure that they're not upstairs.
Okay.
I would request while they sleep, everyone keep an eye on them. If they're pushed or something's going on, I mean, just having all the children stay in the same room and having someone oversee.
That's a great idea.
Right, yeah. I'm going to grab the shovel and I'll follow you guys.
All right. Let's go.
Yep.
Okay, so you go up onto up the stairs and you're on the second floor landing.
Yep.
There's a hallway with 6 different doors, most of which are left wide open. There's a single door at the north end of the hall that's closed. There's a hatch on the ceiling at the southern end of the room, and the hallway's only window on the southern wall is broken and boarded up.
Nice spot.
I am gonna go to the broken and boarded up.
Okay.
I'm gonna investigate the boards to see if there's any type of access or anything.
Sure, roll an investigation check.
Would you mind helping me with this?
No, I'm coming.
All right.
Because
Could I do
So you're going to help him?
Yeah.
Okay, so either you can roll with
Straight roll?
disadvantage, and you can roll, or you can roll a straight roll.
What's your...
So that's how you help somebody, is you can... Usually you would give them advantage on the roll, but because he has disadvantage, you would get a straight roll.
Yeah, pretty high. Are you really good at investigation?
My investigation, not particularly.
All right, I'll just do a straight roll. Feeling lucky. Yep, that was terrible. 8.
Feeling lucky, not getting lucky.
All right. So the window is boarded up. You can tell that it was broken through, and you can see light fingernail scratches on the inside of the sill.
I wonder if that's where Cedric went out.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that's where Cedric went out. I want to look at the molding. I'm investigating the molding all around
Okay.
to see if there's any markings or anything unusual. So I guess I'll do an investigation. Would that be an investigation check?
Yes, it would.
How high up are we? 3rd floor?
You're on the 2nd floor.
2nd floor.
17.
Okay, so you can see that the molding around a couple of the doors is recently repaired and done fairly well.
Okay.
It looks pretty nice. What are you looking for
I'm
specifically?
looking for anything that might indicate that it was put in to hide anything. Like if you know how like if somebody puts in a false wall, the room on the inside doesn't look as big as the outside.
Okay.
I'm
So
looking.
you're kind of like
I'm looking for that.
knocking along.
I'm that kind of thing, and then I'm also looking to see if there's any symbols scratched or written anywhere.
Okay. You don't see any symbols. You kind of knock around like the wall a little bit, and you don't hear anything strange, but you do have a chance to look in a couple of the doors. You're able to look inside, and you see.
I'm looking inside the one that was closed.
No, just the open doors.
Okay.
You didn't
Okay.
tell me that you opened
Alright.
that door
Okay.
yet. So the ones
Okay.
that are open, you can, as you're looking around the molding, you can see that, one appears to be obviously the girls' dormitory. There's 4 beds that are snugly fit into the room. 2 of the beds hold smiling, red-cheeked dolls with straw hair. There's another, looks to be like the elder boys' dormitory. There's a bunch of beds stacked up. There's some bunk beds. And there's a bunch of toys strewn all over the place. Then there's also, you look through another one as you're knocking around looking at the molding, and it looks to be like the nursery for the younger kids. Cots, cribs, dolls everywhere. It's pretty messy. You get the feeling that with Milovage gone, things are starting to sort of fall into chaos around here. There's another dormitory on the east side. It looks to be a girls' dormitory containing 5 beds, and then another room with another bunch of beds, another 5 beds. All of them are perfectly made and appear to be unused. And then there's the closed door to the top, but you don't find any like hidden compartments or anything like that.
Is there anybody on this floor currently?
You're in the hallway. You don't see anything in the hallway. If you look inside the rooms, you do not see anybody in any of the rooms, except for the nursery. The nursery contains cribs, a chest of drawers, an old stuffed chair. There's babies sleeping peacefully in 2 of the cribs. A teenage girl holds the 3rd baby and gently hums an unknown lullaby. There's another girl sitting on the floor reading quietly. So there's a couple of girls in there kind of taking care of the toddlers.
I'll approach him and say, "Hello, my name is Smitty. We're here trying to help and figure out what's going on with what happened with Siegfried,
Cedric.
and
A lot of names.
yeah, I'm terrible.
And
with names.
Milovage.
Milovage. Have you guys noticed anything foul that's been going on?
The older girl, she seems to be maybe about 14. She says, "Yeah, there's something that's not right here for sure. Cedric died a couple of days ago, and he fell through that window right there. Or some of the kids think he was pushed."
Yes, we heard that.
And you notice also, it's not even hard to, you don't even have to roll. You notice that they also have bruises and some sores on their body as well.
Do any of the infants have bruises?
Yes.
or-
Everybody that you've
All right.
seen that has like bare skin showing looks like they've been affected.
Except the
Except
head
the headmistress hasn't. And Milovage looked terrible, but he didn't have like sores on him.
What is in this north room? The door that's closed.
Oh, that's where you are. You're in that north room.
All right.
Yep. You walked through to look in that door to see if there are any people up there, and that's what you saw was those girls.
All
Yep.
right.
And the toddlers. So you're in that room right now talking to them.
I'll speak to the oldest, the one that's 14. She's the oldest so far that we've seen, even in the day room, right?
There were a couple that were her age downstairs. Yep. And then
since
the
she's-
older kids about her age are typically taking care of the younger kids.
Do you have any? I'm speaking to her.
Okay.
Do you have any foresight or insight on what do you think that is going on? Some of the other kids think that it might be linked with his rival, Felix.
It's a good thing Enna's there.
Yep.
Felix is
I wouldn't be surprised if Felix was involved. He's a terrible person. I never liked him from the beginning.
Do you know what happened to his family?
I don't. I never cared to ask.
Does it look like he is genuinely mean, or
Yes.
it's not just that he's reaching out for attention or anything? Does he seem
I don't
like
know why he
he's-
does it, but he's certainly not very nice to anybody.
Do you know where Felix goes when he's not here?
I feel like I just saw him in the house earlier.
Right. Does he go to anywhere in particular in the house where he likes to hang out?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't know.
Do you know, the last question I have, I guess, is Melavage, or whatever his name is. Do you know where he was working last on the floorboards?
I don't.
Right.
I have my hands full. I hope there's something you can do to help.
Yes, we're trying to figure out what's going on.
I'm trying to figure out how everybody can have bruises and sores and nobody's telling us how that's happening.
I've asked some of the other kids that same question, and if I knew, I would tell you.
So you're just waking up in the morning and they're appearing on your body?
Almost everybody's having terrible nightmares and waking up with these sores and
Do you remember any of your nightmares?
monsters and witches and very dark dreams I've never had before. I've had bad dreams, but this is more than that.
Do you recognize any people or places in your dreams?
The orphanage, the kids, the children, crying, calling out.
Well, this is a mystery. Maybe we will have to come back here tonight. See what's going on.
Either that or do you think that this boy's taking the bones and hidden them somewhere?
Cedric's grave would be a good spot to check.
Yeah,
He just got buried.
yeah. I was thinking the same thing. But we definitely need to talk to this Felix kid.
Yep.
The hard part I think about though is the bones were kept at the church and none of this was going on at the church. So why would Saint
Andral.
Saint Andral start attacking kids? That doesn't sound very saint-like.
No, I'm just wondering if,
Yeah,
it could be one of a couple things. I think,
Strahd
the
could be involved.
idea that, you had that they were taken from the church but put somewhere else. Maybe he put them with Cedric to try and,
Camouflage.
or exercise whatever evil.
Yeah.
Or if he took them and Strahd got his hands on them, or or just the act of stealing has caused some kind of bad magic.
Are we secure in this conversation? Nobody can hear us talking, right?
One of the other girls is listening to you, and she looks over and says, I think Cedric's death has something to do with this.
Yeah, you got anything to add?
Well, I spent a lot of time with Cedric, and I know he was afraid of Felix.
Is this where he went out the window?
Yes. I know that before he died, he stole a locket from Felix.
Oh my.
Didn't have an X on it?
Yes.
So
I'm gonna go look for Felix right now.
You just bolt.
Or I'm just gonna say it's like everything keeps pointing to this person. I'm gonna go find him. So I'm just gonna. If you guys want to ask him anymore, I'm gonna go ahead. And
no, I think we need
I'm
to.
totally ready for action. I'm sick
Yeah,
of all
let's
this
get out of
chit-chat.
here. These kids are either too scared or too traumatized or too stupid to tell us anything.
Hey, girl, we're on your side. Keep your mouth shut about anything you heard. Let us know.
My name's
How we
not
can
Girl, it's Tessa.
Tessa, thank you for the information. Keep us out of trouble or we'll be back for you. We're on your side.
Roll a persuasion check at disadvantage.
How about intimidation? Can I roll that
Sure.
instead?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Natural 1.
You're a mean person.
I get +4.
Okay, so
Well,
Smitty,
we're
what's your
on your
plan
side.
here?
Man, I totally failed at shaking down a little girl. Oh,
Looking for him.
Flinta, no help.
I'm gonna check. Go upstairs and start.
You'll have another chance, I'm sure.
I'm gonna go upstairs and start making my way down.
I gotta start bashing
Oh,
some
okay.
stuff. It's time.
So,
I'm also gonna be looking for hidden compartments too, or anything that looks like salva.
okay.
weak spots
So are
in the
you,
wall.
is there anything else you want to do on this floor?
Smoke.
Yeah, look for hidden. Look for new and old trim and.
All right,
Yeah.
let's
Boards.
see here. So,
That's what I was just doing.
yeah, you searched the hallway.
Yeah.
That's what you searched. So right now you've searched. You looked at the window. You searched the hallway in terms of the molding and everything.
Yeah. I'm putting
But
all
you
of-
haven't gone into any of the rooms except for the north room.
I'm gonna go into the. Not the boys. I think I'll be.
So there's basically there's a toddler's dormitory. There's younger girls' dormitory, younger boys' dormitory, elder girls, elder boys.
I'll look in the one we're in first, and I'm looking straight at floorboards to see if there's any new floorboards.
Okay, so you're in the nursery right now, and other than the girls, the babies sleeping, that's what you see there. You don't see any other weirdness there. So that's the first room that you check, and it's clear.
All right. I'll move to. Or you guys want to go?
No, I'm just following along, and I'm using all of my elf stone cutting knowledge, looking for strange stuff in the floor.
I'll go
Okay.
to the
Stone cutting to wood cutting.
Okay.
older boys where. Older boys.
Okay,
room.
so go to the older boys' room. Flinta follows you, and
Yep.
you're gonna help look.
I'm gonna help look.
So
I
you
still
can
got
get
my
a-
shovel. I'm
you can get a
kinda
straight roll in the
knocking around
elder
a little
boys.
bit.
I'm in the hall.
22.
Okay. You are searching through the room, and you're looking at the floorboards. You're looking at the wooden beds. Flinta, you're kind of helping, looking at some of the woodworking on the bedposts. And Smitty, you come across small infernal ruins scratched into one of the bedposts on each bed. They loosely, let's see. Do you speak? You don't. Do you speak infernal?
No.
So
Does it look
you-
like the same symbol as the?
Block it.
It looks similar, but it's not. It's hard for you because you don't know those languages.
All right.
So yeah, you don't know what it says. But,
Is anyone in this room?
No infernal.
there's nobody in this room.
I'm gonna. Is there any like chalk or anything in this room,
Well, let's just see.
or some type of quill or anything?
No.
How about in my disguise kit? Do I have something that I could make a rubbing with in a disguise kit?
Yeah, what's in a
Oh
disguise
yeah, I
kit?
got a disguise kit too.
There's,
Makeup.
There's probably makeup in
I'm
there.
just
so
gonna
you
take
can
makeup and put paper against it and like
Sure.
go
Okay.
over it. That way I have the symbol. Are
Yeah.
the two symbols the same on each side?
The symbols are the same on each bed. On each bed,
All right.
one of the bedposts has this symbol on it.
Can we see? Can you show us that symbol so we can draw it?
That's not
For-
super
for-
important for
okay.
right now, but
Alright.
you see the ruin.
And
you
it's only
see what it looks like.
It's only on one bed.
It's on all of them.
All of them.
Yep.
Is there a bed where it is not?
Nope.
I am gonna go back to the infant's room.
Okay.
and check the cribs.
Looking for the same thing.
Yep.
Nope. You don't see that. You don't find that in that room.
I'll go to say, hey, do you guys want to check the rest of the beds to see if there's anything else?
Yeah.
I'll check the younger girl's room.
You're
Next.
going in the younger girls. I'll go in the older girls' room.
Okay.
I go upstairs and go into that other weird room on the north side of the Cedric window.
Keep an eye out for new floors too.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see any new wood paneling,
Okay, so where are you going, Enna?
Going into the girls' room. The older girl. You're going in the younger girls' room.
yeah.
I'm going in the older
You're going
girls'
the
room.
older girls. Okay, so roll an investigation check.
Oh man. 5.
And you're going to the younger boys' room, right?
You have advantage, so roll a second time.
15. 12.
Okay. Because you've already found the runes on the other bedposts, you see that they're on all of the beds in the elder girls' dormitory as well.
Okay.
Smitty, where are you?
Younger girls and then your younger boys, right?
I'm not even gonna make your roll. You see the same runes on the beds in the younger girls, and you're in the younger boys.
Yeah.
Smitty showed you what the runes look like, and you see them on the bedposts as well. So it's on all of the bedposts.
I'm gonna take my knife and scratch it off all the runes.
So you're gonna take some time and do
Yep.
some. Okay.
You're damaging the ruins?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
They might be protection.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too.
I doubt it because if it was protection, it was.
Well, it's not working for shit anyway.
Yeah.
And they worship the
Morning
sun,
Lord.
The Morning Lord, yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm pretty sure we haven't seen any of this. So I'm just gonna, I'll do that. If you guys want to do something else.
Okay. So Smitty is scratching off, working each bed as he goes through, scratching those off.
I'm sorry. Was there a third floor on this building? We know there's no basement.
Yes. When you arrived in the second floor hallway that you're in, you notice that there's a hatch on the
That's
ceiling
right,
of
okay.
the hallway at the southern end of the room.
I want to take a peek up there.
Yeah. Send me up.
But
there.
I'd love it if you're offering. I'll send you.
I'm so sick of
I know
talking
you are.
and chit-chatting and hanging around town. Yes, I'll go up in the attic.
Awesome. I'm right behind you.
right.
I thank you.
So Flinta, you reach up and pull down the.
Oh, wait
the
a second.
hatch.
I want to cast a find traps.
Oh, before he does that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Before he
Great.
does that.
There was 86 traps in this.
So you cast the spell,
Mm-hmm.
and your vision kind of shifts for a minute and comes back into focus, and you don't sense that there are any traps
Okay.
within the range of the spell.
All right. Okay.
But you do expend the how long does it last for? Just out of curiosity, I don't recall that.
Find traps. Find traps.
I guess I could look it up too.
Uh,
So while she's looking that up, Flinta, you pull the
Yep.
string down, right?
Yep. Danger
And,
sense on, and
The ladder comes down. You pull the ladder down, and you climb up into the attic.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want to take a break?
Yeah,
While
let's
he's
take
doing
a
that,
quick
I'm
break.
smoke.
That's the one thing we never investigated.
What?
Where the saint was buried for clues.
No. But
The priest
Flint-
told you something about that, though.
I can't remember what it
If
was.
you recovered the bones, he told you what to do with them.
Oh crap! I can't remember.
I don't know either. I wasn't there. I was like this.
Maybe Flinta wrote it down or remembers.
All right, let's return to the
Okay,
story here.
Hold on a second. Do you remember what the priest told us to do with the bones if we found them? Because I don't. The only thing I have about the bones is Saint Andral is protection divine. It's on hallowed ground, acolyte of the Morning Lord, and that's all I wrote down about
If St.
the bones.
Andrew's remains have gone missing from the church, at church, talk with pastor. Strahd is protector. Burgomaster is helping to keep Strahd away.
So Outgame, I know how to find out. So I didn't write it down because I wasn't there for that conversation. But he's been recording. So we could just listen to it.
Yeah, we could, couldn't we? We might need to know before we have a chance to listen.
They're like, shoot.
Enna, roll a history check.
Roll high.
I did. I did for a change. 21.
Okay, so
Nice.
you remember that Father Lucian Petrovich said that if you find the bones, return them to the Church of St. Andral and make sure to place them on the slab that's located in the crypt, and that will reconsecrate the church. Good roll. That was kind of key.
But something, Smitty, you don't know
Yeah,
is that Flinta did try to see how to get down into the basement from the outside of the building, and it was dark, so possibly didn't see, but couldn't seem to find a way in from the outside of the church
All right.
in the dark.
All right. I
So-
still don't know this because you guys are opening the hatch. You're not telling me yet.
Oh, okay. I
So I'm gonna-
thought you asked me.
No.
I thought you actually
No.
asked me. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Carry on.
Carry on.
All right.
Okay, so
So Flinta was.
hold on, I'm gonna grab a refill here.
At
before
the
this
hatch.
happens.
So if you just open it and all the bones is the same, just fall on you. How simple
I
would that
think-
be?
That would be anticlimactic.
That'd be
Yeah.
super awesome. Then we could carry on with other things.
You could actually accomplish one of your side quests.
Yeah, well, this is one of the side quests.
Well, you've accomplished one side quest, right? Arabelle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we return to our game. And Flinta, you pull down the stairs to the attic. You and Enna ascend the stairs while Smitty is scratching and scraping with Flinta's knife the wooden bedposts.
Mm-hmm.
The attic, as you get up on you climb the ladder and you get into the attic. The attic is barren of furnishings and otherwise choked with dust and cobwebs. There are a few random piles of clutter, but nothing of much significance. However, at the far end of the room, by the attic's only window, on the opposite side of the room from you, is a small boy sitting in a lone chair, silhouetted by the incoming light.
Hello, Felix.
There's no response.
Felix.
All you hear is a scraping sound.
All right.
I bang the shovel on the floor. Clang!
You can see that the head, and it's silhouetted, so you can't really see any details, but he kind of turns like this, and then just goes back to kind of like this, but you can see him from the back. You're looking at him from the back.
All right. I'm gonna have to do this the hard way, I guess.
Yep, clump, clump, clump. I go across the floor. I'm looking to see if I can tell that he's got red hair and pick him up by the back of the shirt.
So Flinta, you approach the boy, and as you get closer, you can see from the little bit of light that's seeping through the only window in the room that.
No, I want to pick him up by the back of the shirt, but I don't. I get very close to him, but don't touch him.
Okay. You can see that he's redheaded, and as you get closer, he gets out of his chair and he stands up and looks at you, and he's like, "What do you want?"
It's doing coke.
You
Oh,
see, he's got
that's sad.
a small pocket knife in his hand, and he's like, you could tell that he's whittling a piece of wood. Who are you?
What are you working on, Felix?
It's none of your business. What do you want? Who are you?
We're friends with Father Lucian, and we've been looking for you.
The old priest.
Yes? Mm-hmm. Yep.
Where's he been? He hasn't come to visit us. Nobody cares about any of the kids.
He cares very much. That's why he sent us. What's the matter with your nose?
What's the matter with your nose?
I asked you first.
That's true.
What's going on?
Yeah, so what do you want?
I want to know what's wrong with your nose.
You got a runny nose.
I sniff and smell and try to figure out if there's something weird in the air.
So roll a perception check, I guess, yeah.
Where's my 20? I got a 9 and a 2, so I got 11.
Okay, and you're trying to figure out if there's something weird going on, or...
I don't know. He's sniffing
something out
and
there
I
in there?
smell and...
Yeah, so you can't smell anything too strange. It smells like a stale air, attic-y, attic-y smell. He's dirty, redheaded. You can tell by that roll that it looks like he's carving like a doll. Like it looks like a little figure of a person. And he just kind of looks pissed.
Yeah.
Like you interrupted him from something really important.
You've been carving on kids' beds, Felix.
What are you talking about? That's silly.
There's some weird carvings on beds. Is that from you?
What kind of carvings? What do
Symbols
you want, anyways?
Symbols and shit.
I'm gonna tell Head Mistress Belasco that you're here bothering the kids.
She sent us here to look for you.
Yeah, I bet. Old Mrs. Witch.
Why do you call her a witch?
Because she's not very nice.
What did she do to you?
She's never been nice to me. Nobody has.
Heard you haven't been very nice.
What are you talking about?
You bullying these kids around here, beating them up when they're sleeping?
The kids can fend for themselves. Some of them, anyways.
Which ones can?
Does he have any damage on him?
Not that you can see.
Not like the others. He's healthier than most of the others.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty dark, but with that roll, you didn't notice anything.
Which of the kids can defend themselves?
I don't know. Ask around. You seem to know everything.
No, we don't. That's why we're up here asking you.
Milosevic didn't defend himself very well. He's all hurting in a whole heap downstairs.
Yeah, he's pretty sick.
He's pretty sick.
What can you tell us about that?
I don't know anything about that.
I don't think you're telling me the truth.
I don't care what you think.
I think it's time to do a charm person spell on you, little man. I didn't say that out loud, by the way. I'm just thinking it.
All right. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, that's a good try.
What's the tell me what I have to do here?
Let's see here. Charm person.
So I think it's a will check.
Yeah.
It's probably a
Will
wisdom
save.
saving throw.
1 hour. Attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range. Must make a wisdom saving throw. Does so with advantage. If your companions are fighting
Yeah.
it.
So it's a wisdom saving throw. Versus your spell DC, which is
Should be on the top.
14.
yeah, he saves. And as you attempt that, he knows that you did that.
Mm-hmm.
And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
We're gonna fight with the kid.
Oh shit, Matt won.
I got a 2.
Oh shit.
Looks
You want
like
me
you're
to-
up first, there, Smitty.
Well, I'm downstairs.
He's downstairs.
Carving. You want me to roll initiative right now and see?
No,
or-
because you're not even in the mix here.
Damn it.
I don't want to fight the kid.
Okay, so what were the? You got a what?
I got
2.
A 2?
and I got a
And a
nat
one?
one.
Wow,
You
you
got a
guys
nat
rock.
1.
Yeah.
I don't want
Uh-oh.
to fight the kid.
This is gonna help me keep
Oh, that's
track.
pretty cool. That's
Yeah,
a good
I
idea.
realized that I need a different way to, and I've got you here, Smitty. So whenever you get involved.
Make your way
Okay,
upstairs.
so before we get started here,
Oh shit.
I haven't used these before, so we need to make some space.
pumpkin.
Oh, you
No,
know,
I've got
you know
a
it's
whole
getting
pan of
real
them.
when he's busting out the map. Did he bust out a map for the alleyway?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, but you know this is.
You know, this
This
is
is the
serious.
real deal.
Serious deal. Damn it. Damn it!
Wait, well, you know,
Incarnation of Strahd coming our way.
Flinta was complaining about how there wasn't enough action. Now
Here we go.
you guys got action. You got one guy down.
Stand by. I did bang the shovel on the floor.
Way to go, Flinta.
That's true.
So there is like a doorbell sound of something happening.
This is a big attic.
And I'm totally going to start with the shovel, too. The hell's his name again? Alvin?
Felix.
Felix.
You guys are terrible at remembering
Felix.
Okay.
I get the store tomorrow.
Alright, I'm already cooking something up for you, kid. You just wait.
All right, so this is the hatch that you came up from.
Uh-huh. There's the window.
Yep, this is the window. Let's see. Do you have a
I didn't
Do
bring
you
it
have a
in.
mini? Here, you can use her for now.
Okay.
And then let's see who.
Yeah.
When,
Oh, I
when are
like
we
her.
gonna do a paint party?
Check it out. I painted these last week.
Woohoo!
Wow, those look actually pretty good.
Okay, so we're gonna use.
Like the dry brushing technique.
Yeah. This is not. So you're gonna be right here,
Okay, I'm me. Where am I?
wherever you want to be.
Okay.
This is where Felix is, right?
Alright.
We'll put it right there.
Ooh, Felix has a tail.
Yeah, so that's not really Felix. This is actually a kobold, but we're gonna use that because it's a little kid.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh shit.
the light coming from the attic's window seems to dim.
Now we both have dark vision.
Yeah, that's fine. But
Okay.
there's a noticeable dim from the little bit of light that was coming through the window. As an unnatural, invisible force seems to obscure the light coming through the pane. A dark, putrid smoke begins to exude from Felix's skin, wafting from his body as an impenetrable shadow. As the boy's body slumps forward, the shadow begins to take form, arms stretching out from the central mass in solid black claws. A demonic face grins, bearing rows of razor-sharp teeth. So we'll pull that off there.
As that happens, you guys hear the the hatch door close, and Smitty wedging a pole.
Oh, to lock you guys in. You're now locked in.
I'm just.
And he's going to torch the building. That's the next step.
What the fuck? I was just gonna yell for your help. Ass hat.
Okay, so there's in front of you, basically what you see is like this black mass of smoke that sort of comes out of Felix. Felix's body sort of slumps back into the chair that he was sitting in. But this black mass of smoke, these large, long, like shadowy claws cling towards you. And
Are they ephemeral or are they solid?
it looks like black smoke.
Okay.
So, this creature is going to attack. It's going to attack. It's going to take one swipe at. It's going to take one swipe at you, Flinta, with its shadow claws.
Danger sense. Does that help me out any?
Nope. Does not. That helps you out in very specific situations that you can read about. Shadow Claw. Natural 1 misses you. But it has a second attack that it also attacks you with. Shadow Claw. That is going to be an 11 to hit. I think that misses.
16.
So it misses. And then what it does is it it moves backwards and over into this corner. So you get an attack of opportunity on it with your axe. So go ahead and roll to hit as it moves away from you.
Throw the shovel at it first.
Oh, all right. Go ahead and roll
I'm holding that.
Roll a ranged attack.
On a 20?
20-sided die. Do you have improvised weapons?
Yes.
Or you do?
I do.
Yeah,
Barbarian. I can fight with table legs. I can fight with bloody stumps. I can fight with shovels that I'm hanging onto.
Okay.
And I'm going to whip this shovel at it. And
fantastic.
7 plus...
Dexterity.
Dexterity plus 3 is 10.
That misses.
Yeah.
Bing, ching! Lands, and this thing moves over into this corner.
So I've got... Oh, I didn't say rage. Level 5, I have second attack. Do I need to be raging in order to do that?
Nope.
Did you add your proficiency to that too?
It's not your turn yet, though. But when we get to your turn, you can do all of those things. It is Enna's turn.
Okay.
So I don't get second attack?
You haven't had a first attack yet. You got an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
That's different. That's basically a reaction to a creature moving outside of your attack range. But Enna, did you get the natural one, or did Flinta get the natural one?
I got the nat one.
Okay, sorry, Flinta. It is now your turn.
Flinta? Okay. Rage on, frenzy on.
Okay.
Great axe.
Mm-hmm.
Close and attack.
Okay, move your...
Can I ask a question first? Before, when you threw the shovel, you said it made a pinging sound?
Mm-hmm.
What was it pinging off of?
The wall.
Okay, thank you. That's what I need to know.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna move.
Yep.
So you're raging first, and then you're gonna move.
Raging, frenzy.
Mm-hmm.
How close do I need to be with the axe?
You need to be within 5 feet.
Is that 5 feet?
Nope.
No.
And I can't go diagonal?
Nope. This would be 5 feet. This would be 5 feet. I guess this would be 5 feet. You can attack diagonally.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Attack from there.
Okay.
With the axe.
Yup.
17.
That
frenzied
hits.
right now, right? Too.
Yeah.
Roll your second roll. Just in case you get a.
What's the second roll?
He's frenzying.
That doesn't give him advantage.
It
gives him he can use his bonus action to attack.
Okay.
What was the other one then?
Reckless.
Reckless attack. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
and I stopped short of reckless attack.
Yeah, he didn't say reckless, so that one hits. So roll damage.
And for that, D12. 8 plus 7 is 15.
Wow.
Plus 2 is 19.
Damn. Nice one.
So
Okay.
whack.
Whack! You nail it. Your axe slides through it and cuts through this black smoke, but doesn't seem to do as much damage as you would like it to.
So I am going to hit it again with the same thing.
Okay.
5 plus 7 is 12 plus 2 is 14.
What's the 2?
For rage.
No, that's for damage, not to hit. The 2.
Oh, that's the wrong die then. Pardon me. That's damage. 13 plus strength? No.
With
What do I
your
get
axe?
for... Yeah, with the axe.
Should be strength.
Should be strength. 13 plus 4 is 17.
Okay. It's also plus your proficiency bonus because you're proficient with axes, but that hits.
Okay.
So roll damage.
3 plus 7 is 10, plus 2 is 12.
Okay. So you hit it again, and it just seems like it's not really catching purchase. but the creature is like. So those are your 2 attacks, and then since you're doing frenzy, you can use your bonus action to attack.
So I might as well do it
Rage
again.
doesn't cost you an action. Is that a free action for a barbarian, or do you have to use a bonus action to rage?
Rage is a bonus action, I'm pretty sure.
So then you've already used it for this round. You'll have to wait till next round.
I didn't think rage is a bonus action. I thought
Look
that
it
was
up.
part of the attack.
Look it up. It's right there. On your turn, you can enter a rage as a bonus action.
Yep.
Second sentence right there.
Okay.
Okay, so you've already used your bonus action this round. You'll have to wait till next round, but then you'll get that. You'll get the benefit of frenzy.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Encourage Flinta to flank.
Okay. Enna,
Or
are you going to encourage
Enna.
yourself?
I'm going to
You can do
encourage
it.
myself.
You can totally do it. All right. That brings us to Enna.
Okay, I am seeing this is like not a solid thing.
Mm-hmm.
It seems, at least it's what it seems to me, that it's not a solid thing.
Okay.
I'm going to hit it with Sleet Storm.
Okay.
Freezing rain and sleet fall in a 20-foot cylinder with a 40-foot radius centered on a point you choose within range.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, you're going to bear some of the brunt of this.
Yeah.
But
all right.
I'm trying to douse this smoke is what I'm trying to do with this. That's my idea.
I can likely take it.
All right, so that would be how big of a space?
What's the radius?
It says sleet storm. Freezing rain and sleet fall
40
in a
foot?
20-foot tall cylinder within
Yeah.
a 40-foot radius.
So 40
That's
feet. So it
everything.
depends on where you put it.
I'm
Where do you
right
want
at
to
the corner. I'm hitting it right at the corner.
So you're going to center it on the corner in a 40-foot radius?
Mhm.
It's going to hit you too.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Okay.
So it's going to hit basically this whole
And
area
that's
here.
fine. I'm
Okay.
right.
And this, you can do this inside. That's not a problem. Indoors.
It says a pinch of dust and a few drops of water. I've got holy water on me, and there's plenty of dust up here. Are my components, and it just says concentration up to a minute. It doesn't say.
No condition.
The ground in the area is covered with slick ice, making it difficult terrain. When a creature enters a spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, it falls prone. But I don't know what that would mean for a smoke creature.
Okay.
If a creature is concentrating in the spell's area, the creature must make a successful Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC or lose concentration.
There's a lot to that spell.
Wow.
I'm not fucking around.
No, I guess not. What page is that?
It is 276.
I think I was.
I don't think I've
in
ever
that-
seen this spell used before. Okay.
I think I was in that spell last weekend.
He kept falling down or something?
Out in the rain and sleety
Out in
crap.
the rain and sleet in the wilderness, and had to drive back with it. It followed me along. It's kind of this.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't do any damage.
I'm trying to, I guess that's the question. I'm trying to make the rain, like, disintegrate it. That's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to disintegrate this smoke thing
Okay.
with the water.
Sure. Okay.
That's-
So, all right. So you cast Sleet Storm, and it's going to affect all this in here. It's
Okay.
going to get affected by it. If you're basically focusing it right here.
Yes, that's
Okay.
where I'm, yes.
So, and yeah, so
And it's for up-
Smitty, you totally hear this, but like the crack of thunder just
I figured it all
and
was
and you look up from the sound and you can see the floorboards start to like frost.
Alright.
They're like
Cool.
and ice and just like these crystalline structures just spike their way across the floor and up in a cylinder through the roof. So here's what's gonna happen is that so you cast that. Okay. All right. So there it is. The whole room just turns to ice and rain. It's just like it doesn't even make sense, but it's raining and it's frozen. It's like a skating rink in there right now, and it's really hard to see anything. Okay. That's your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay.
But you need to. Don't you need to see if
Uh,
you can.
Felix will need to make a save when it's his turn.
Okay.
So when if there's
wanna
anything else
move
you
or
want to
anything?
do.
I didn't know if I had another action.
You haven't moved at all?
Okay. Okay, so can I shapeshift? Or is that considered a whole different
It's a
thing?
bonus action, isn't it?
You can use... No, I think it's an action for her because she's not a... She's a circle of the land, not a circle of the moon.
Yeah, I'm grassland.
Yeah. Let's just look really quick. Rules.
I'm so glad we're done talking.
Shapeshift. You can use an action. It takes you an action. So you can't do that right now. You use your action to cast a spell.
Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Could flank him. Not getting away.
Just also be aware, this is a concentration spell, but shapeshifting doesn't affect that. You can still maintain your concentration even when you're in beast form. Just something to keep track of.
Okay.
Okay, so that's your turn, I think. Unless you have a bonus action that you want to use.
I don't have a bonus action.
Okay, so that comes to Felix.
So this did not affect the sleet coming down did not
There's
affect.
rain coming down.
But it didn't affect the creature at all.
Well, it's the creature's turn right now.
Oh, okay.
And this
All right.
this particular spell, if you take a look at it, its effects begin on the creature's turn.
Got it.
They don't begin on your turn.
Got it.
So, as a result of your spell, the smoke creature has to make a dexterity saving throw. And what is your spell save DC again?
14.
Not bad.
And so it makes it. And what it does right now is it climbs up onto the wall, and so it's up here, and it moves this way behind you. And it reaches out at you and takes a swing at you with its claws.
Opportunity attack too?
Nope.
For
Oh yeah, I guess so. Opportunity attack for Flinta.
Mm-hmm.
trying to get as much as we can.
Thank you.
Can you roll over there so I can see it next time? I don't want to have to
17.
look over this.
17 plus what? Strength?
Well, you're using your axe, right? So it'd be your
Yes.
strength plus your proficiency modifier, or if you're proficient with axes, which I think
17 plus 10? 27?
you are. What's your proficiency bonus?
Plus 3?
And what's your strength?
Plus 7?
Your strength is plus
Plus
7?
7? You sure?
Oh,
I see plus
maybe
4.
that's saving throws, pardon me. Okay. So it's plus
Still, it
7
hits. Either
altogether.
way, it's 24.
Okay.
It hits. So, yeah, roll damage.
8 plus 7 is 15, plus 2 is 17.
Okay.
Swack!
All right. And it goes up on the wall. And as it does that, it takes a swipe at Enna.
It doesn't help that it's frozen, huh?
Nope.
And on the wall, yeah.
10 to hit. I believe that misses you. What's your AC?
Yeah, my AC is
More than 10,
13.
Okay, so it misses you with its first attack. It takes a second attack.
At 20?
Yeah.
Oh!
You look straight up.
Okay,
Damn
so this
Damn
is
it.
going to be slashing damage to you, Enna.
Has it hit anybody yet? No?
Oh, damage.
No, that's
oh,
the first
man.
time.
Sorry, Enna.
We're about to hear damage type.
You're not sorry. You're an evil fuck.
13.
43 damage.
33 damage.
Holy, never
Are you freaking kidding me?
I am gonna close that hatch and
Wow!
I am down because I have got 31 hit points.
Enna goes down.
we have. She's our healer.
I'm down. That's it.
Shit. Okay. Smitty, roll initiative, and your spell also goes away.
Now
Yeah.
one.
You
Well,
rolled that one?
obviously.
What's your dexterity modifier compared to Enna's?
Plus 4 or 5.
Okay, so hers is +2. Dexterity modifier, Enna?
You got plus 4.
I'm sorry, what was that?
What's your dexterity modifier?
Dexterity for me is 2, yeah.
Okay, so Smitty. Okay, that is the creature's turn. Back to Flinta.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, natural 20.
Yeah.
Ugh,
I know likey that.
no. Sorry about that.
I had something up my sleeve,
I know you
dude.
did.
God dang it. Should have did that first. I thought I could douse this sucker.
Well, at least it missed the first attack.
It doesn't
There's any
matter.
consolation.
There's no consolation there.
All right, so I got 2 moves, and I can't move any further than my 35 feet of speed, right?
You could dash, you use your action, and you could move your twice your movement.
But then you can't take
Do
any other
nothing
action.
else. Yeah, it's basically just running as fast as you can away.
Can I run and pick up Enna, head for the hatch?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
With 35 feet?
I'll say picking up Enna would cost you an action, though, so you wouldn't be able to dash. But you'd be able to get your full movement and most likely be able to pick her up. You're pretty damn strong, if I remember correctly. So I don't think
I'm
that would
not
be a
carrying
problem.
anything else. I don't even have my shovel anymore.
You don't have Dead Westerhouse anymore. You don't have the
No.
rug. You're ready to carry some-
I'm unencumbered.
the beast of burden.
Yeah, I had a couple of pretty good rolls, and it just whiffed right through, and that shit knocked her down hard, so I want to pick her up and head for the hatch.
Okay. So move your mini to where you want to go, so you get 35 feet of movement.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Pick up Enna.
25, 30.
Go back to 20 where you picked up Enna, because there's gonna be an opportunity attack against you real quick.
Okay.
Cock. Oh shit. Misses. You're fucking lucky.
25, 30, 35. And then I'm still frenzying, so I should get a bonus action. Or that was my bonus action. So I done
You
that?
haven't used your bonus action yet. You used your action, your movement, so you still have a bonus action.
Can I keep going toward the hatch?
No, you can't move.
Okay.
But you can, because you have frenzy, that allows you to use your bonus to attack.
Okay.
So you could attack.
Attack. What can I do with an attack?
You could throw something at her, like...
I probably shouldn't throw Enna at her.
Take this.
You would.
That's
You
all I
would,
was
but
gonna-
Flinta would not.
I was going to suggest it.
Flinta at least has this much moral code.
Yeah, Smitty would totally.
But it seems to me that was part of my circus routine, was throwing people.
What was it? You got
Do you have any
crates right
ranged
there?
weapons?
I got javelin.
What are these? Are these crates or something? Right
Yeah,
now?
those are crates.
God damn it, I made you pumpkin bars.
It's
I
the
brought pumpkin
dice.
spice.
It's the dice.
So I'm going to think of throwing Enna, but decide against it, because the thing is right next to the wall. I'd totally bounce her off the wall, and it would be terrible.
That's total Flinta reasoning.
Yeah.
Right there.
So I got her in one hand. I'm going to pick up something from the floor and whip it at that thing.
Okay. Let's see. Do a ranged attack, but you can use your strength on this one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
20.
basically, it's a 20-sided dice, and then add your strength modifier.
Nat 20. Sweet.
Oh shit! Very nice.
20 plus 4 is 24.
It sure is. Yeah. So you do a critical hit with the crate
Yes.
as you grab it with one hand and wing it across the room.
And
So
then what is a crate
we'll do,
worth? Probably not
hold
the
on, I got it right
I
here.
think they're D4s.
1d4. But you get to roll it twice,
At
and
that
then
one.
add your strength.
Yep.
And then
4, nice.
4. Okay, and roll it again. 2, 6 plus your strength modifier.
4.
So it's 10 plus your plus 2
Plus
for raging.
rage.
So 12.
Yeah.
All right. You see the box just shatter across the wall, and the creature is like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That brings
Stand
us
by.
to Smitty. So
Okay,
Smitty,
wait
we'll
a
say
second.
that.
It's still alive?
No, it's
Well,
Yeah.
you said critical hit, so I thought...
Well, critical hit means that it
Okay.
does a different. It does more
Okay.
damage than just a normal hit.
Got it.
Yep.
Got it.
How far am
You're
I
at the hatch.
All right, at the
Yep.
hatch.
We'll put you at the hatch.
All right. I will.
Do you have a mini?
No, I didn't bring any.
Do you even need one? You've got us blocked in there right now.
Yeah, no, that's a
Let's
wedging
see.
it up.
We'll give you this guy.
All right. Could I? I'm gonna try to sneak up the hatch. So.
Okay, roll stealth check. Oh!
17, 16,
Oh.
16 plus 8. 24.
24 for stealth. Let's see.
pretty good. That's pretty
That is-
stealthy.
That's pretty
Yeah,
stealthy.
it is pretty stealthy.
Okay. So,
So-
you stealth to just get up?
Yep.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna see what's going on, and I'm gonna throw a dagger at it.
Okay.
So I got.
What's
sneak-
your range?
range of a dagger? I think is like 20 feet. Is good. Let me see.
So you're more than that, just FYI.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think it's gonna be.
You might have a job with your explorer's pack.
Yeah, I don't have nothing though.
Oh, that's right.
And you guys didn't want me to go get my stuff.
Oh, shove it.
You have the only silver dagger as well.
Yeah, well,
Or
I
had.
don't have.
Had, past tense.
But you guys wanted to go exploring without no weapons. Throne range, dagger, range 20-60. So I think it's 60 feet with
Disadvantage.
disadvantage, right?
Yep. And you have one level of exhaustion
That's how I did roll disadvantage already. So he's
for stealth.
not.
that
No,
stealth
for
check?
throwing. I got a 16 and a 17.
Okay.
So I got 0 rolls, but I don't think you do double disadvantage again.
So you have disadvantage already.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if exhaustion doesn't influence attack rolls. It's just ability
Is it
checks.
just ability checks? All
So 16
right.
to hit.
Plus anything?
So yeah, 16 plus 8 is 24.
Yeah, you hit it. Roll damage.
All right.
Woohoo!
And sneak attack damage to D6. 2 and 1. Awesome. 3. Then plus, I think I have plus 6, 9 damage.
Okay. Nice. And then, did you want to do anything else with your turn?
I'll move up and just kind of yell. I got 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And yell at Flinta and say, take her out. I'll try to cover you.
Okay. So as you say that, you notice, and you notice, you don't notice, the creature all of a sudden goes and goes back to, and gets absorbed back into Felix. And you see that as that happens, all the smoke kind of gets absorbed back in through his nostrils and in through his ears. And he kind of sits up from he was kind of like passed out in the chair, and he kind of sits up and he looks around. Meanwhile, Enna, it's your turn for a death save.
Okay, I forget how this goes again.
So what sucks is we have no healing, so I think this is medicine.
Roll well.
We have medicine check. To
I can
try
give
to
her
stabilize
laughter.
Yeah. Well, you don't want me to stabilize you because I got disadvantage. I think you're our best bet.
Well, we're not there yet.
Yeah.
So you roll a d20.
Yeah.
If you have a 10 or above, it's a success. If it's below 10, it's a failure.
Fail.
So that's a failure. So you put a dot.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
I know that part of it. I know that piece. I just couldn't remember what the magic number was. All right.
Okay. So that's your turn. Now it is Felix's turn. And he looks dazed for a second, and he stands up. He still has the wooden like figure in one hand and the knife in the other hand. And all of a sudden, you watch as he just puts the knife the knife goes up to his own neck,
Right.
and you can hear this demonic voice saying, "I'm going to kill the boy."
All right.
And that's his turn. And that goes to Flinta.
Mm-hmm. How far away are we? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. How far can I throw a net?
Got a dying person too.
Got a what? A dying person.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I
your arms.
think you had something like this. I think you were, but you did it much better than me. So yeah, I'm no good.
Should we kill the kid? Should we let the kid get killed? I could throw a net on him. Hit him with a crowbar. No, that wouldn't work.
I know me and you want to tell him what to do so bad. It's your decision.
Yep.
Got a skin of holy water. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a skin of holy water on him.
Okay.
Hard enough that it'll break once it hits him.
You're gonna really throw it at him hard. Okay. Do it.
Roll a d20 to see if it hits.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you?
Yeah, could you hand me one phone?
2 plus strength is 4. Equals 6.
The holy water hits the wall next to Felix and just bursts like a
Perfect.
water
Thank you very
balloon.
much.
It's got to hit him with some. Does it fizz and hiss and
Mostly
like any
misses
reaction?
him. Yeah, it mostly misses him.
Damn it, Flinta.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, to be fair, you did do some damage to him with your axe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
You have 2 attacks. Remember, you at level 5 you got a second attack, so you could do other stuff.
I'm curious if I can throw the net that far. How do I find out if I can?
That is 515. It's on 149.
So 5 feet or 15 feet with disadvantage.
Oh shit, that's further than what I have.
But you do have movement. You haven't moved yet.
I know, but I don't want to go that way. I want to go toward the hatch. I don't really want to kill the kid. I don't want to throw a javelin at him.
Well,
I
he's
don't-
currently threatening to kill himself, basically. The
I
demon
know.
is threatening to kill Felix.
I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm grabbing Enna and headed toward the hatch. Getting out of here. 5, 10, 15, 20,
25.
25.
Okay, and down the hatch.
Yep. Done.
You just dropped me down the hatch. I can't feel anything.
All right, so Flinta and Enna are down on the second level below this room.
All right.
Down the hatch, I worked my best to lower her down and kind of half drop her and still keep my head poking up, looking back toward Smitty.
Okay, so you're keeping an eye on things.
I'm
Got it.
working to get her out of harm's way.
You have enough movement where you could go down, drop her off, and then poke your head back up.
Okay.
Okay. So
and
that
then I'm
works.
ready to back up Smitty, but I want to get her the hell out of there.
Sure. All right. So Smitty, it is your turn.
11 to hit.
11 to hit, misses.
Throw
You
in
throw
my
a knife.
dagger. Yep.
The dagger zings past the kid with the knife to his throat.
All right. I will run to. He was right here. I'm gonna run.
No, he's right here.
My knife that I threw at him.
Oh, yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And use bonus action to pick up the other knife.
Okay. So you grab the knife.
Yep.
Anything else that you want to do?
Nope. I use action to throw one, then bonus action to pick it up.
Okay. And that brings us back to Enna for a death saving throw. Come on.
Yes.
Hey, there we go. Save. So 1 and 1.
1 and 1.
Oy. Stressful.
Yep.
Okay, that brings us back
My pinky
to...
is moving like this. I'm just
like
laying there.
tweeting
I'm
that.
laying there going like this.
Okay, so Felix he's like, help me, and the knife is like starting to cut, and you can see a little bit of blood starting to drip down his neck, and that's all that happens during that turn. And that brings us back to Flinta.
God damn, that's a big attic. Alright, back up the steps. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Do you have the locket, or did you take the locket when you examined it?
35.
Still downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
35 and
What?
I don't want to.
Okay.
I'll tell you in a little bit.
All right.
I'm going to show it my sun amulet.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice.
Ah.
And say, get the out of here.
Then he says, "Let the power of Christ come."
Yeah.
The morning.
All right, so you hold
Leave
up the
that
amulet.
boy. Leave the boy alone.
I love it.
Get out.
I love it. That's great.
Oh wow.
Okay, roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Come on, Flinta.
7, 14, plus 1, 15.
Whoa, okay, that's what you needed. So, basically what happens at that point is, this, you right there.
Yep.
You see as the knife drops, and you see Felix smile at you and wink, and he runs and dives out the window.
Oh, dirty dog!
That's so cool. That's creepy as
Bonus action! Bonus action, throw the net!
He's too far.
Oh, that's creepy.
Come on, I don't like any of this. I'm glad that I'm out.
Yeah, you didn't have to experience any of this. You're
No.
fighting your own battles.
Can I do a dexterity reaction and jump after him with rope? No, I have no rope.
It's not your
Yeah.
turn. Actually, it is your turn now.
I want to see what
you did
happened
everything
once
that
he
you
jumped
could
out
do.
of the window.
Okay.
Yep. So at this point,
I do have a bonus action left because I'm still raging.
okay, but it's an attack, right?
Yeah.
Or
I
no,
could
you have a bonus action, but you can use
I
it
could
to attack or
throw the net. That's
You
what I was
could.
going to try.
You could throw the net,
Yeah.
but the range is only 15 feet.
5, 10, 15.
Oh, count this one though first.
Yeah.
5,
20.
10, 15.
Yeah.
Net lands on the floor.
Yeah. You're like,
Hey, you tried?
all right.
Frenzy can't throw a net further than 15 feet. What kind of barbarian am I?
So we're out of initiative at this point. Except for Enna, I'd like you to roll a death save.
We still gotta get to her.
Damn it.
Yeah. I was trying to tell you just use all your movement to get away too.
Yeah.
And so if chance I had disadvantage on all my checks, so I was gonna be able to help her at all. But you could have totally helped her because right
Oh
now
yeah,
it's like-
right. So I guess we are still in initiative
Yeah.
roll. So that brings us to Flinta.
Because we just 100% left her up to the roll.
Bleeding
of dice
out.
right now. Yep. And I would have helped her, but I have disadvantage on everything, and my medicine check's terrible.
So meanwhile,
I don't understand.
Enna's
So,
bleeding. You guys are
I'm
having this
dashing.
conversation about how
Yeah.
you just failed to save your friend.
So no, I'll dash
Okay.
too. So it's Flinta's first.
It's Flinta's turn first.
Yeah. That's done. Back down the hatch as quick as I can go.
Okay, so move your 35.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Okay. And so you're at the top of the hatch.
And then
Yeah.
what can I do to help her?
There's. I'm in the same boat too, because if I
Not
dash,
much, because
Yeah,
if
we
you
have to wait one
dash, you
more
can't
turn.
use an action.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're not there to use the action, so
So-
you're...
she's got what, 2 saves and 2 successes.
No, I've got 1 success and 2 failures.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, this is what. Oh man.
Yeah, man is right.
So you could dash to get right next to her,
Mm-hmm.
but we can't do. And I'm in the same boat. I'm gonna be dashing right next to her too. So let's hope she has no failures and we have each a turn.
And I don't have. I got moonshine.
That natural 20.
Right?
That natural 20 that I rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It would almost put me down too. So you gonna dash to get down?
Yeah. Is there anything else that I could possibly do?
No.
Then my go, I'll dash to get down too.
Okay.
And
So Enna, here we go. You gotta roll above a 10 here, otherwise you're
You can do it.
Otherwise, I'm done.
donezo.
Clean roll. Hit the table.
Fuck.
oh my god!
What is it?
Oh my gosh!
Is that a 9?
Yeah,
6.
it's a 9.
Oh, Jesus.
I was trying to tell you that I was
So-
like, man,
That's
dude,
3
help her.
fails.
So the two of you...
So am I done?
So Smitty and Flinta, you make it down there, and you're right at her side as you see her last gasp, and her body just goes lifeless.
No! I did not want to be the first one to go! God damn it.
Sorry.
Well, it's how it goes.
Yeah, I don't even know.
All right. So what do you guys do?
Cry a little bit.
Yeah, just kind of standing there, dazed, confused. Then Smitty's gonna kind of like instinct's gonna catch in, and he's gonna rush out to see if there's anything to do at all.
Okay. So you run down out in front of the orphanage.
Yep.
Flinta, what are you doing? Are you
Well,
mourning?
I'm gonna show her the sun amulet, the one that had effect on Felix, and say, "God damn it, don't be dead."
So you're
You're a curse God.
God damn it! I wish you would live. So you're invoking the Morning Lord to try to do something there. Okay. So you run downstairs and you make it outside and you see the lifeless body of Felix just laying there, just kind of crumpled, totally dead.
All right.
And the knife is over here, and the little trinket, the little toy that he was carving is laying over here, and his there's a blood that's starting to pool out into the courtyard. And at that point, Headmistress Belasco comes out. My God, what's happened? And kids are coming up and they're some of the older kids are trying to hold them back.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna yell at her and tell her, put the kids inside. Don't let them see this.
Okay.
Then
She follows. She's like, she doesn't know what to do, but she does what you tell her to do.
Right.
She brings the children inside.
Then I'm gonna investigate what he was carving, and pick up the dagger too. Since I'm out of gear and I want to see if there's anything crazy about it.
So it's not a dagger. It's like a
Knife?
kitchen knife.
All right.
Yep.
Hey, it's something.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Little
look.
kitchen knife.
Definitely look at the stuff that he was carving to see if it's like weird voodoo doll or what it was.
That's what it looks like. It looks like just a weird, kind of spooky looking like doll.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there any noticeable features on it? Like if it's just like got a certain color hair or like
Nope, it's
clothes
not
on it?
painted. It's just a piece of wood, and
Right.
it's really crude. I mean, this kid did not have any skills whatsoever in
Right.
carving. It's like a little toy he was trying to make. At that point, you hear kind of some sobbing coming from inside. Stumbling to the doorway, coming out to see what's happened, is Milovaj. What's happened here? Oh my God, Felix!
I'm gonna
And he
look
kind
at him
of stumbles
directly.
over the stairs and he's really wobbly, like
Right.
but he's up.
All right, I'm gonna tell him. You need to tell me now what happened to the saint's bones.
He starts to cry. Is that what's done this all in?
It doesn't matter what has happened to the bones. Is like before you get more sick or anything. We need to know. Then we can talk a little bit more.
He falls to his knees. He's pulling himself up, but he's on the front steps of this orphanage, and he's like, I stole the bones from the church.
Where did you put them?
I had to steal them. I needed the money
I understand that.
to support the kids, to protect them.
Who did you give it to, or what did you do with the remains?
He looks up at you, and tears just rolling. He's like, I gave them to Heinrich van der Wurt. Heinrich's got them. And he just kind of starts bawling, and he's kind of like reaching out to Felix, and headmistress Belasco comes out and like picks him up and like kind of helps him, and she kind of looks to you like, can you help me? Like, and he's just bawling at this point. He's breaking down.
I'll pick him up and I'll kind of whisper to him so no one else can hear it. Be like, you did what you had to do. This isn't your fault. I was like, don't blame yourself for what has happened. You didn't cause this. Then I'm gonna look at the madam and I'm gonna say, let's try to gather all the children and let's see if there's room at the church. It's like there's definitely something in this house or something that's possessing them, and I think they need the Morning Lord to be as close as the Morning Lord as they can.
Yes, I think that's a very good idea. And she Tessa, Victoria, Allison, gather the children's things, pack clothes, personal items. We're gonna leave. And so they start to go into action.
All right.
And you can tell that the adult children are pretty resourceful. Like they're getting things moving. They're really helping to move things along. And Milovaj is just kind of like, he's definitely awake and aware, but he's just he's destroyed. Like, to know that he's realized like he's played a role in whatever this is. He's kind of put the pieces together, but the vitality that he didn't have before when he was in a coma is coming back. Like
Right.
you can tell that he's it seems like he's gonna be okay. Maybe not mentally, but physically he's coming back.
I'm gonna look at Flinta and say, like, I have plenty of questions for him, but right now is not the best time to ask him. It's like we need to get all these kids to safety, and I feel like the safest place we could take them, even if it's not for real, would be the church. So at least they have some type of comfort rather than being here.
And I'm carrying Enna and pissed and heart sore. So let's rally at the church.
Okay, so you're carrying Enna. The children are ready to go, and you sort of lead this procession of refugees from this orphanage back to the Church of St. Andral.
I'll pick up the
Felix.
his body too.
Okay, so you bring Felix. Okay, great. You make it back to the church, and it's now sort of late afternoon on the second day in Valakai. And as you enter the church, the headmistress and Father Lucian have an exchange. She sort of fills him in on what's happening, and he just goes into action. Yeska comes over, they bring the kids in, they get them sort of set up in some of the, there's a couple of like office spaces, empty rooms that when you walk into the church, and so they get them sort of set up. And headmistress Belasco is busy tending to the kids. At that point, Father Lucian Petrovich comes over and says to you, he's like, I'm so sorry to see that you've lost your comrade, but you've done a good thing. I believe that you've done service in the morning, Lord.
Yeah.
I myself don't have the skills to bring your companion back from the dead, but I know of someone who does. You are good. You are important to this land. Seek out the abbot in St. Markovia. He is known to be a wielder of great power with the ability to raise the dead.
Where is this St. Markovia?
To the west, in the town of Kresk, at the edge of the mists.
Father, I have a question for you. What is your feelings to the Burgomaster?
The Burgomaster serves his purpose, I suppose.
Do you feel like he is an evil man or a good man?
I would say the Burgomaster believes in what he's doing. Perhaps that makes him all the more dangerous. But we haven't seen the likes of the devil in our village for centuries. So he and his father before him, Vargon, who was much worse, perhaps have succeeded in protecting our village. But as I mentioned to your friends previously, at what cost? The cost of liberty, freedom. I'll let you be the judge.
And what of this Fiona?
There's no secret that she holds great contempt for the Burgomaster.
Do you feel like she is working for this town and what it needs, or do you feel like she's on the side of the Dark Lord or the devil itself?
I have heard rumors of evil emanating from Wachter House. Rumors, real or false. Politics, of course, is rife with slanderous rumors and falsehoods, so it's hard to know. I stay out of politics as best as I can and focus on serving the Morning Lord. And of Milavage, what have you learned? Have you found the bones? He looks to you, Flinta.
We have a new lead on the bones. Do not have them in our possession.
We have Milavage has told us that he has taken them, Father, but do not blame him. I feel like he was
He may have been
he was
possessed
forced
like
to.
Felix.
Yeah, he was forced to. So, I think he had good intentions. The reason why, even though them being wrong, but try not to take this on, put it on him too much, and we'll try our best to do anything else. He's already lost friends and loved ones. So
And of your lead?
his name is Hendrik von
Careful.
what?
I'm not saying.
It's a father. Hendrik von de Fort.
Heinrich van der Voet,
Yep.
the coffin maker.
Do you know him?
I do.
Is he of your service?
No, but he owns the coffin maker shop.
Where is
I
that?
wonder how he is involved in this.
Where is that located at?
He tells you.
We will we'll push on this as much as we can. How far is this town crest?
Kresk? 2 days.
I'll look at Flinta and say, I've remember when you saw me carving on the wall? The truth is I am not a fisherman at all. I'm actually, I was until my wife and daughter were killed. Since then I became, not in front of the priest, I'm telling him this, became pretty much an assassin, and what I left was a message for any folk that aren't necessarily of the kinder kind, looking for hire. I feel like if we try to find someone that could help us, and normally people who accept pay, even as dirty as they are, they're true to their cause. So we hire them for a certain thing, they'll carry on that task no matter what it is. I feel like we probably should try to get some of them to see if anyone will reach out to us, and we could use them for either going to grab this abbot or finding out for more information. At first I was gonna try to have them help us in the assassination of either the burgomaster's guard Isaac or Fiona. But right now it's just the two of us and our comrades down, and we need to figure out a way. I feel like if we leave now with what has just happened, something's gonna happen even more so, and I feel like we should try to send a messenger or someone to the abbot and have him come here. And with the importance of trying to get him here is we're definitely going to need an armed guard or something to make sure he arrives safely.
Are you talking in private right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's either that or we go and let matters that have been happening currently stand, but we know that there's some type of evil spirit or some type of unholy thing that is going on here. And
If we leave right now, we're likely to get pursued.
either pursued or even worse, these people need help. So either we send a message to the abbot and hopefully he comes here. The hard part is if he can resurrect our friend, if we leave it for chance with someone else in their hands, he could possibly not arrive here at all. And if we leave, anything with this town and what's going on could definitely take a turn for the wrong. So what do you think?
Part of me wants to run with Enna right now as fast as we can and get there 2 days away.
That we leave
I'm
these
not-
people with their own consequences too.
I know, but who knows what's going to happen with that whole town festival thing that's going on. You having just recently got out of the stocks, you are a strange target of unrest. Could end up back in the stocks again. Could be worse. Might not be a bad time to be out of town.
What if this spirit is now knows who we are and is going to follow us?
You're going to follow us anyway.
A man of chance, you want to leave it to a coin to decide if we stay and send someone in our stead, or go and hire people to watch over these.
Man, you flip.
D10 and lower, we stay. D11 and higher, we go.
Yeah.
We go.
We go.
So I'll go to. I left a message. Hopefully, someone will answer the call at the Blue Water Inn,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll try to get the word out as quickly as possible, and let's see if we're able to go through. The only problem I have is I have none of my possessions. Do you have any gold? If we do find someone, as long as we pay them, they'll do the deed no matter what, I'm sure.
Yeah, I still have the gold. I have half of mine to stop by Lady What's-Her-Face's house and get Enna's rug and roll her up in that and travel that way.
All right.
The rug continues.
Make quick preparations and
It's like the
grab
main
the.
quest now.
We need. I'll sit and wait in the breeze if you want to gather provisions or anything else we need for a 2-day journey.
Yep. And right now it's like evening. It's starting to get dark.
Mhm.
Yep. By this point.
There's
we-
things in her room.
Ooh, there's gold in the room.
Oh yeah. Well, do I know that? Did you guys put it? No. I
No,
was
you
gone
didn't
first.
know that. You were gone.
Are you gonna tell me that then? I'll pick the lock.
Well, we got Enna. She's got the key on her.
All right.
We don't need to pick the lock.
But
So
what
you
fun is
want
that?
to gather provisions and I'll see if anyone's answered the call.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'm going to go over to Lady What's-Her-Name's house.
Fiona.
Lady Fiona. And what am I going to say to Lady Fiona? I'm going to go in there with an attitude is what I'm going to do.
I gotta do this.
Big surprise.
You guys have time, or are we gonna cut it here soon? Or
We're gonna cut it here soon,
Yeah, I gotta cut
but
it
we
soon.
need to
I still gotta
kind of end this conversation.
So what do you think about the rug? Should I go back and get that? Should we just leave it there? Should
I'm gonna try to hurry, so I'm gonna tell you to gather provisions, and I'm gonna go check to see if we could hire if anyone's answered our call. So I think we'll part ways right here, and then if you want to grab stuff,
meet back at the
the
Blue Water?
Blue Water, yeah.
Alright. Not that rug will stay there for 2 days or whatever. So I'm going back to the cool store with the guy that you stole the dagger from.
All right.
And I'm gonna
Those
get
armaments.
yeah, I'm gonna get
Okay.
provisions there.
What are you looking to get?
I'm looking to get about 3 or 4 daggers, an explorer's pack. What else do you need? What else is on my list?
I just told you to get provisions.
Yeah. And what is
What?
provisions?
Yeah, just food for like 2 days or so.
3 daggers and an explorer's pack.
Yeah.
Well, you can get food at the inn.
Oh, to go.
Sure.
But you
All right,
only,
then let's
you
just
only
go
have
straight to the end then.
Alright, you only have 2 daggers though.
Yep.
Good enough.
Well,
I could loan you
one of the
I could
reasons.
loan you a longsword.
Yeah, I was trying to get us to split up too because I'm about to do something. I think the two of you don't want. I was gonna.
Alright, well I'll go over and get that raggedy rug.
All right. I'm going to head to the guards' quarters, and I'm going to talk to Eric.
Gonna go to the guards' quarters and do what?
Yep.
Okay.
So
So you go? Do you know where the guards' quarters are?
I think I know where the burgomaster's house are, and I think the barracks
Okay.
were close to it, wasn't it?
The barracks are over by the entrance.
All right.
There's 3 entrances to town that you're aware of.
All right.
So you could go to one of those entrances.
So I'll go to the entrance,
Okay.
and I'll ask the guard on staff, and be like, hey, I was in what they call it? It's not the shacks. What was it?
The stocks.
The stocks. And some of my items were taken. I was seeing if I could have them back.
Did you hear this?
Uh.
Oh man. Really?
Really?
How much gold you got on you?
Well, it's in my possessions.
Oh, so we already have your gold.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're out of luck, man.
I think you guys are gonna give it back.
Do you hear that? We're gonna give it back.
Yep.
Even if we had your stuff, which is which we don't, I don't think we would give it back to you.
Oh, not even for trade?
Ah,
No? So not even in, say if I had information about the assassination of the burgomaster and the head of guard, you wouldn't want to give it back.
get in line, buddy. There's so many people that want to kill the burgomaster around here. Come on.
Even if someone was hired to do so?
What kind of information do you have?
What type of stuff do you have of mine?
I don't have any of your stuff. But if you know of an attempt on the burgomaster's life, it's your duty to tell us. His tone changes quite drastically at that point.
It's also your duty to call Eric.
Who's Eric? Do you know who he's talking about? This Eric guy?
Isaac.
You want Isaac?
Isaac Strasny.
Yep, Isaac Strasny.
He wants us to call Strasny. We're not calling Strasny unless we know what this is. We're definitely not going to bother Strasny at this time of night.
What if I had the means to tell you that there's someone who is of real importance and has hired someone to assassinate Isaac himself and reach to assassinate the burgomaster, and this person is definitely someone the burgomaster has been trying to find a way to bring down. A certain lady, if you catch my drift.
Oh, Lady Fiona. Yeah, everybody knows she hates the burgomaster. So what's the intel that you have for us?
Hired pay.
These guys are not taking you seriously at this point.
You're like,
How else can we help you tonight? We have work to do here. Because they're guards of the. They're guarding the entryway.
It's like, well, shoot.
We invite you to certainly take it up with the burgomaster himself during office hours.
Do you know where my stuff's at by any chance?
I would say if it was confiscated, it's probably at the Reformation Center.
All right. What if I told you I have a item of high value that I'm willing to give you if you help me locate my items?
Well, we just told you where they are.
If you could give me the items for myself.
We can't abandon our post, my friend. We're working.
I'm sure you make stuff happen. You're in guards. I was like, we all figured it out.
Do you know anything about like police force? I mean, these guys are low level guards. You can tell. Like they're just they're spearmen at the gate.
Son of a bitch. All right.
We are having no luck tonight.
Yep. All right, screw it. I'll just head back to them. Like, never mind.
Check in at the Reformation Center during office hours.
Got it.
All right, what are you doing?
I'm considering going to see Lady Fiona and getting the rug.
Okay.
I tried convincing, but I got like negative rolls. Disadvantage on all this.
Bam, 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 bam on the door. Lady
Okay.
Fiona's house.
Gustav comes and you see the. You again.
Me again.
What do you want?
My rug.
Hold on a second, and he. And then, Lady Fiona wants to know if you've made a decision.
What was the deal again? We gotta kill Strasny and she will give us double the value for the rug.
She was going to pay you handsomely for the rug and then
silverware.
procure some silver for you. You hear and Gustav is standing there. He's like, he's like, he's got this big rug and he like, here's your rug. What of Strasny?
No news on Strasny. Need to leave town. Want to hang on to my rug.
Very well. I'll inform the Baroness.
Is she around? I'd like to talk to her.
She's not available.
Fine. Thanks for the rug. Bye.
Our conversation.
You two are freaking worthless, I swear to God. Where's my body been this whole time? That's what I want to know. Where'd you leave me laying
he's rolling
around?
you up in the rug
No,
now.
but where have I been this whole entire time?
It's a good question. I kind of lost track of you after.
Yeah,
I thought you-
exactly, right?
You were carrying her, right?
I might have still had her.
Oh, we'll just go backwards. Fine. It's not like she.
Well,
was
she would have
going.
been. You guys would have brought her to the church for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's maybe at the church.
Maybe
It's
at the
sad
church.
that he has
yeah.
to tell you to do that.
All right.
That's all I'm gonna say.
It could have been that I was carrying you all over town.
Could have been.
I'll get to the.
So it's starting to get late now.
All right.
So
I'm
are you guys
going
leaving
Blue
town
Water.
tonight, or are
I'm
you
going
guys...
to Blue Water Inn and
Okay.
asking Danica,
Danica.
if basically if anyone's been looking for, I'll say like a code name, like if anyone's been looking for some back breaking work, and I'll know that's like a signal
If anybody's been out catching
If anybody's been
fish.
of trying
inquiring
to find
about
it, like yep.
job opportunities? Haven't heard anything. Pretty busy in here tonight, so I'm sure there's plenty of people around here that are looking for work. How much does it pay? Do you want me to tell anybody about it if they ask?
Yeah, probably 10 gold.
Okay. And you're staying here, right? Yeah, you're in the room with the dwarf and the half elf.
Yep.
Okay.
Anyone here that you see in the inn right now that may take this?
Well, she looks around and there's a lot of tough looking customers in this place right now. A lot of like wolf hunter types is what they're described as, but there's a lot of tough looking people
Could
that
I
are
do
drinking and
Could I do a check to see if there's like any type of anyone has like any type of weird patches or like brands or anything?
sure.
That might be
Yeah. That would be I guess
Or
a
tattoos.
perception check. Yeah, and you still have exhaustion.
9.
You don't notice any insignias or anything like that that jump out at you or that communicate anything specifically. But you look around and there's a lot of tough-looking people with scars on their faces and swords on their belts, and they're drinking heavily. It's kind of like just past dinner time, and the festivities are starting to kick up a little bit. There's people telling stories, and there's a lot of activity.
All right.
Yep.
Is there any street urchins or anything that was hanging out the back?
You go back
Or, like,
outside.
outside or like an alleyway or anything? Like
Yeah, there's
someone?
people out front.
All right.
Yeah, there's people out in front of the tavern of the inn.
I'll write a note and put we accept, and I'm gonna look and find just a boy and be like, hey, take this to Miss Fiona. She'll know who it's from, and I'm sure she'll pay you dearly for it as long as you get it to her.
He kind of looks around and he's like,
She will pay you dearly for it.
"Are you there? You're not there.
Not yet.
Yep.
I'm still
Like,
making.
I
You're
would-
gonna have to pay me first.
Yep.
She can pay me if she wants as well.
Well,
I could roll in right now. It's
Let
about
her,
time that I come back.
Sure.
let her know, like, if you get it to her, let her know that 1 gold will be deducted from our pay and given to you.
1 gold.
That's all. And then I walk and
Roll
turn
a
around.
persuasion check.
Yep. So the first one was 2.
Oh shit.
6.
Yeah, he's like, I need payment up front, or I'm not gonna do this.
It's like, look at the dress. I was like,
2 gold. That's a lot. That seems a little fishy.
Is he with another boy? Is there?
Yeah, there's a couple kids there.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to the room because he kind of told me about it. The money.
And about this time,
Yeah.
Flinta, you arrive.
All right. So you arrive.
Yep.
I'm like, hey, Flinta, could I borrow gold from you?
You lost all of your gold.
I will get it back to you. It's like, come on, man. We have no time to lose. I'm out
Fine.
there.
Here's a gold.
I pick a gold from him. I snatch the note from the kid and I hand it to another kid and say, and I hand it to a different kid, not the other one,
Mm-hmm.
and I say, if you go quick, she'll still deduct 1 gold from the other.
He's like, you got it, and
Yep.
he grabs the gold and takes off running towards Fiona's house. And the other kid's like,
Then I'll look at him and be like, next time, if I ask you to do a favor, you'll please do it and you'll be rewarded.
Roll an intimidation check.
It's not an intimidation. It's like
Is it persuasion? All right.
It's
roll
not a threat.
persuasion.
It's a
Yeah.
promise.
All right. It could have gone either way.
I'm
Coulda
trying
gone
to
either
like
way.
urchins for hire type of 19. Come on, one more.
Come
game.
on, baby.
3, motherfucker.
Oh.
He's like, yeah, okay, whatever, man.
Yeah,
And
alright,
he
well,
just walks away.
All right.
But that other guy is like, fuck yeah, he runs. All right, so you go up to the room.
Yep.
Yeah. Do
And
want
you have Enna's body at this point.
I think she might still be at the church.
She's at-
I should probably double back and grab her on my way from getting the rope.
Come on, man! All the shit I've done for you, you're leaving my body laying
Don't even know
around?
where she is. All right, so you go back to the church.
I'm gonna go
You
upstairs.
go upstairs.
Grab.
So there's a series of beds at each. I don't know if you remember, but at each one of at the foot of each
Yeah,
bed
a
is a
chest.
box,
Yep.
a chest.
And I'm gonna.
Two of them are locked.
Yep.
And that's these two.
I am gonna.
One of
go
them is
to-
unlocked.
I'm gonna go to Fiona's, or not Fiona.
Anna.
Anna's chest.
They already forgot who you are. It's been that long.
I'm gonna go at
You too!
Anna's chest and try to pick lock. I'll look for something that's there, maybe like a quill or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
serves you
Jesus.
right.
Well, I got a +8, so that's a 12 to unlock it.
You're like, it takes a while, but you unlock it.
All right. I'll grab her gold pouch, and then close and lock it again, and make my way downstairs, and kind of look at one more time around the room, trying to find someone with some type of the signage or anything.
Yeah, you still don't.
All right.
Yeah, you don't see anybody.
I'll make an announcement. Like for any strongmen looking for work, I have gold to pay. We are looking for someone to accompany us to a town named Crest. We're in great heat to get there, and we are looking for a group of men to work as a guard at the church itself. And we have plenty of orphans that need looking over, and we're looking for people to do shifts overnight to ensure nothing will go wrong. Is there any men here that is willing to accept?
You're paying gold? How much?
How many people or how many men would
Just
be
one
interested?
person calls out.
One person?
Yeah.
I'll say 2 gold per man. Up to 5.
So you get a couple people that come over to you and start
Yeah.
talking to you about it. There's a lot of interest.
All right. I'll
They're like, and then they start asking you about like what the job is, and you kind of give them sort of a heads up on what it is and lay out a little bit of a plan, right?
Yep.
Okay. And departing when?
Immediately. So
That night.
Yep.
Okay. At that point, the people were like, nah,
999.
not happening, and they walk away because they're one of the guys is like,
They've been drinking.
no, we're done with our work day, man, and it's not safe to be out after dark.
All right, screw it. Well, I could use the rest anyways if we're gonna go out.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not.
Exhaustion's a
no,
pain in the ass, and I got one too.
She's fine with working.
Mm-hmm.
And waiting. I'm sure maybe your character for the time being might be someone we hired, or I don't know. So I think we'll do 5. Well, in my mind, we'll hire 5 people to watch and maybe a person with a cart with a horse to help
Yes.
take us.
Either that or we just take one. No,
Yeah.
we got
Well,
gold.
last
We got
time
gold.
I took something.
We got
else.
gold. We might as well
Yeah.
do it legit.
Yep.
So, sleep, long rest,
Yep.
leave before the morning.
As soon as morning comes, as soon as
Yeah.
people are willing to go.
Okay, so you've got a dead Enna.
Mm-hmm.
You've laid her down on the bed in the quarters that you have for the night.
Above her empty gold box.
Yep. You
On
settle
the
in for the evening.
mattress.
On the mattress. Above the empty gold box.
Yep.
On the mattress.
Oh, there's stuff sewn in the mattress.
Smitty, you're getting ready for bed, and is there anything that you do before bed?
I'll make a mark of the same symbol, the thief symbol,
Mm-hmm.
on my door, and just in case someone comes knocking or something like that.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
that's all I'll do. Yeah.
Okay. Flinta, how about you?
I remember the gold in the mattress as I lay down.
Sure.
Think I don't know if I want to take that with me or if we want to hang on to those rooms while we're gone. Probably take it with. I lay down with my thoughts turning on how I'm going to get the gold out of the mattress without telling Smitty about it.
Okay. Smitty, roll a perception check for me.
14.
All right. So at some point before you go to bed, you open up the chest at the base of your bed,
All right.
and you look inside, and you're surprised to see all of your belongings that were taken from you
All right.
are
Wow.
inside the chest,
All right.
That's pretty
minus the gold.
Minus the gold.
Mm-hmm.
Silver daggers, though?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
We still got to figure out my love, too. I'm glad I got my poem back.
Mm-hmm.
Poem was in the chest, too, right? Poem I had some, the Vistani paid a guy to write a poem for
Oh, yeah.
Arena.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, all that stuff you have except for the gold.
gold. All right.
Yeah. Any coins. that
Plus,
were
you
taken.
have 1/4 of my gold because that's what was in the chest.
Mm-hmm.
And we will end there for the night. We'll pick up on the third morning in Valakai.